Oh, sorry, I can't laugh anymore. Someone literally complained after my last stream that I laugh too much. Apparently, when I'm in a good mood and I laugh at things, I'm acting out of line. I remember this is actually a common complaint, and I don't see how because I don't feel like I laugh that much. Because I remember when Chantal was eating a burger, and I decided to play that at like a quarter speed, and she's like, "I love veggies," and she's just like eating a hamburger. I laughed really, really loud. And then one of the fat women that watched Chantal, even way back when in like 2018, left a comment like, "This guy laughs too much." Wow, lady. Sorry that I bring you the content. Sorry that I laugh and enjoy the content myself. But such is life. Well, well, well. It seems like fall is a very slow time of the year for people acting out and acting up. Maybe I should broaden my horizons a little bit. Though it does feel like everything is kind of slowed down. I feel like I have this problem every year. I want to say that in October last year, I also had an issue where it's like everyone's just kind of chilled out. But we'll make do with what we have. I'll ack regardless. Just like that. Let's make fun of Overwatch a little bit. I think that's a good idea. Last stream, I made fun of Overwatch because they were trying to promote their stream in a cringe way, and I am trying to recall what it was that they did last time that was cringe. Someone help me out here. I'm old and I'm having issues with my memory, and I'm trying to try to remember. What was it? The Discord, oh, the Discord kitten, the kitten of Discord, of course. So since then, they decided to up the ante one more time. They released a new skin for Kiriko, who I have no fucking idea who that even is. I'm assuming that's when they added in Overwatch 2. But guess what? She now has a skin. I think this is even the kitten of Discord herself. She has a skin that shows off her toes. In Overwatch, the official Overwatch brand account advertised the fact that Garasu Kiriko has grippers, and then they're like hiding their face emoji. So this is an official account. This is what they're posting. This is how they're trying to incentivize people to play video games. And tranny Twitter is having a day. Raven the Goose with a tranny flag and verified checkmark, so he is a traitor to the trans race, decides to post a picture collection of feet to indicate that he knows that Blizzard knows their audience. So he's supporting this. He's saying, "Hey Blizzard, keep it up. This is what we want to see. Or trans Twitter. This is what we want to see." And it's like, okay. Then it's not actually that wrong because this other official brand account, home of competitive Overwatch on Flex Faceit, which I think is just a separate brand from Blizzard, but also pays the $2,000, $1,000 a month fee for this gold badge. And he actually has a little composite of all the characters that have toes in one of their skins. So you have Barefoot Diva, you got Doomfist, the big black guy, Junker Queen, Mauga. I don't even recognize any of these. Sigma even has toes, if you can believe it. So the pieces are coming together, and Overwatch players are finally getting what they truly want out of the video game, which is more foot fetish content. And that just means that this post from 6 years ago is perhaps one of the most influential posts ever made on the internet. You may remember Tyrone. Tyrone is apparently a black man that played Overwatch 1, and in 2016, as soon as the game was released, he made this post on the Blizzard forums with no ulterior motives whatsoever. He says, "Stand up and look at the ground. What do you see? You see your own feet. Yet in Overwatch, you look down and you don't even see your own feet. It makes no sense at all. I put all this work into getting a Mercy and Widow skin, and I can't even look down." And then in a separate thread, he says, "Shoe removing emote, please." And he says, "Add an emote for every character that allows them to permanently remove their shoes. All males would have socks, and females would not think it make a lot of sense. Sometimes you just want to take your shoes and relax, am I right?" So years ago, Tyrone posted this and told Blizzard and the Overwatch community what we really need is more feet, more highly detailed skinned feet that I can look at any time. And regardless of my skin, I should be able to take off my shoes regardless of what I'm doing. And Tyrone has gotten his wish. Blizzard listened. Blizzard responded. Blizzard shows that they care about their consumer, and they are going to make things right with their audience, and they're going to add anime or whatever feed to the game to revitalize it. Bravo, Blizzard. This will save Overwatch. Let's see. Okay, so the Internet Archive is dead, basically. After they got hacked, they were also getting DDoS attacked. I've heard conflicting stories for why. Apparently, the hacker considers archive.org to be an official asset of the US government and therefore an asset of Israel, and so they hacked it. And then I don't know why the guy DDoSing it is DDoSing it, but it's a known thing. So they've been out for over a week now. I want to say even maybe two. And that's a big blow to people. But now they're looking at the centralized archive service and like, wait a second. This archive that plays tit for tat and removes certain people's information from their archive at will, black holes entire websites and 10 years of history from those websites. Can we trust archive.org? And so the small independent archive open source do it yourself things have responded. ArchiveBox is a thing that I've actually tried out, but it wasn't good enough when I tried it to because what I wanted to do was import a bunch of archives into the Kiwi Farm server. And I tried playing with them, and it didn't work out that well. But they have announced taking advantage of this with 76,000 views that they're going to do some work to help the internet decentralize archives and try to help carry the burden that archive.org was carrying almost by itself. And we don't talk about archive.is for a very specific reason. But he says, and this is Sweeting, I forget his first name, but he's a bit full of himself. In wake, he's like a long hair from Portland, so he's probably gay. He says, in the wake of the recent attack against archive.org, ArchiveBox has been getting some increased attention from people wondering how to self-host their own archives. Yasser Kadoru says, I used to solely depend on Wayback Machine to archive or automate archiving pages. Now I'm using an archive web pages using Selenium Python package. This told me not to depend on third-party services. Might as well self-host archivebox.io. And they were talking, and the replies were like, yeah, it was great. So there's some questions about how they want to make a archive of their own using a decentralized service. So they ponder the ethical quandaries of such an archive, if you can predict where I'm going with this. He says, in an era where fear of public scrutiny is very tangible, people are afraid of archiving things for eternity. As a result, people choose not to archive at all, effectively erasing that history forever. We think people should have the power to archive what matters to them on an individual basis. We also think people should be able to share those archives with people they want, with only the people they want. The modern web is a different beast than it was in the 90s, and people don't necessarily want everything to be public anymore. Internet archiving tools should be keeping up with the times and provide solutions to private and semi-private content in this changing landscape. And then he has in this section, what if the content is evil? That's an interesting word to apply to a genuine, true-to-life, as it was, archive, a snapshot of something that existed. But he says, there is content that unfairly benefits from the existence of free public archives like archive.org because they act as a mirror or amplifier when original sites get taken down. There is value in preserving racism, violence, and hate speech for litigation and historical record, but is there a way we can do without effectively providing free public hosting for it? And then someone just says the words, brave of him to dare utter these words of curse on the website Reddit, but he simply says, Engineer simply says, he whispers quietly to the developer, Kiwi Farms. And the developer reels back, he cringes, his hands contort in agony as the hot knife is thrust into his very brain, and he says, There are people that maintain non-public archives of stuff like that for litigation, long-term archival storage. Think sealed boxes intended for future generations of historians. Only libraries, lawyers, journalists can run their own web recorder, perma.cc, etc. instances. I think that's a reasonable middle ground. We don't necessarily need every single piece of heinous content mirrored for free access 24/7 the moment it appears anywhere on the lowercase I internet, as long as there's some historic record somewhere. That's probably okay. Mm, very tantalizing. We have to be careful the damage that we cause by archiving. Archives can be used for good, such as destroying Nazi bigots by litigating them, but it can also be used as bad by, for instance, allowing things that I disagree with to exist. We have to be very careful with this. I would say there was something else that was kind of tangential to this, but I lost it. I might just be thinking of this. Um, I archiving is also something. We have so many archives. Like, if archive.is went down, we'd be fucked. There's so much shit on the forum that's only archived by archive.is. And I would really like to make an archive system that can import shit from archive.is. I don't know if Archivebox does that yet. Because what happened is, years ago, I actually have a GitHub comment on their repository, and I was like, I pulled a list of all the archive.is and archive.today mirrors, and I gathered them together, and I tried to create some way to like import the archives into their system, and I ended up with like 100,000 links. And I was like, is there any way I can import like 100,000 copies of Archive Today into this? And they're like, no, not really. That's a lot. So I just gave up. But maybe one day, once we're bankrolled, once those CIA and NSA checks finally cash, I keep getting told that I am receiving, I'll set up my own archive. Find some way. I'll create a new name and I'll leave a comment like, "Hello guys, hello, it's me, Luna Trans Flag. I'm hecka invalid, and I was wondering if I could archive a bunch of stuff from this Nazi archive site for litigation purposes. I'm suing them for hate speech. Can you guys help me out?" And then Nick Sweeney will be like, "Oh my God, yes, Queen Slay. I will put in literally hundreds of hours of free development time for you so you can accomplish this." And then I'll be like, "Psych, I was a bad guy all along." That's my 100-year plan to get. I bet you could do that. If you just pose as like a tranny or something and you like message these fucking retard simps like, "Hey, I need this feature and I'm trans. Can you make this for me?" And they'll be like, "Oh my God, yes, I can. I can actually." That's how you get the work done. You gotta be. It's called guerrilla warfare. Look it up. Okay, so I did a little bit of a research into this. Nexon, as in the Maple Story Company, is suing Discord, as in the grooming company, and they're having a little spat over copyright. And this is another case that should scare the fuck out of absolutely everybody. The copyright law that everybody knows, the DMCA, has a specific provision that allows companies to obtain subpoenas from other companies that they are not directly litigating. So what's happening is that there are a number of private Maple Story worlds that are using leaked source code to create game experiences that specific people want, that Nexon is not willing to provide. And as a result, Nexon is super pissed because Asian people have this idea that if they create something and copyright it, they therefore have total and complete control over not only the content, but any derivative work, any criticism, any commentary, any fucking thought that another person has that has the Pokemon logo in it is the sole unique discretionary property of Game Freak or whatever. The Nips are just like that. They're fucking evil when it comes to this shit. They're all the fucking same. There's no such thing as like an anti-copyright nip or gook or whatever. Or what do you call the? I think gook is Korean. I don't know what the Vietnamese, even though they're like supposed to be communists and shit, they're all like that. So what Nexon's doing is they are using the copyright law to send to obtain the subpoena to dox basically every single person who participates in these Maple Story discords. So if you're in a Discord group dedicated to some knockoff piracy version of fucking MapleStory. They want to know who you are. They want to know your account phone number. They want to know your email address. And I think that Discord's freaking out. So I'm assuming that they want all information pertaining to these accounts, which, of course, I will remind everybody, Discord does not encrypt your user-to-user messages. They are the exact same system using the exact same backend as the public chat rooms, but there's only 2 people in them. Sometimes more if it's a group chat. But it's the exact same thing, handled in the exact same way as every public channel. So, if these subpoenas include access to private messages and stuff, the reason why Discord is fighting this is not only because they're going to have to reveal that they stored an obscene amount of information regarding your user account, every IP you've ever used, all your email addresses you've ever associated with the account, your phone number, because almost all the Discord servers require phone numbers attached to your account to even use anymore. And then they're also going to have to reveal that they store all of your private messages forever and ever. And even if you click the little X button to remove that chat from your history, the chat room doesn't go away. The only way you can do that is to use a tool that they block, that they rate limit so that you can't use it, to manually delete one by one every single message you've ever sent in these other chat rooms. So that's what they're fighting for. Nexon wants to abuse the DMCA to dox every single person who's ever played a pirated MapleStory server so they can sue them for $150,000. And Discord doesn't want to reveal to Nexon that they keep and track absolutely every single fucking thing that you've ever done on Discord. It's really great 2 heroes using our laws to battle it out so that everybody in the country can benefit from the legal justifications that arise at the end. I really do need like a complete and total rewrite of copyright law because it's just fucking bullshit. Cool. Now, one thing that I catch a lot of flack for, even from my most loyal viewers, is that I am a autist when it comes to flags. And people tell me, Josh, your flag knowledge, impractical, invaluable, unvaluable. Nothing that you ever do with a flag will ever matter. But here I am to show you all that that is not the case. There are instances where a flag could save your life. Let's take a watch.
Look at that shit. And I'm about to come back and put Free Palestine too. The Free Palestine, bitch. Look, what she looking at? You know damn well there's a genocide. You know there's a genocide. Now stop it. I'm taking this shit down. I believe this one. Take this one down right here. What are they gonna do? They can't do nothing. I don't stand for it. I don't stand for it. I don't stand for this. There's genocide, and I don't stand for Zionism. Montclair, I don't support it. There's a genocide. You know that, right? They're killing children. What's the purpose? Be proud of your heritage. Y'all understand there's a genocide, right? You understand, right? There's nothing against people who are Jewish, but this is not okay.
This is Greeky.
Who's this?
This is Greeky.
What? Really?
Greeky.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Israel. My bad. Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
Well,
She's just like, my bad. You think this is a paid shill that Israel has paid this feral black woman to assault a Greek store?
Well, I did it already. This is not okay. Are you sure? Let me look this up right.
This is apparently they made it to Greek news because it's all subtitled. Can you just fucking help me? I am Indian, please, sir. How does that? Indians love Israel because they're gonna kill Iran for them. That's the goal. She votes. Oh my god, don't even. It's nice to see the cultural exchange. The Greek people are learning about the lovely indigenous folks that live in the United States. Good on them. But remember, Chad, a flag could save your life. Okay, I'm going to play 5 seconds of news footage. You ready? Kamala Harris did a little talk on Fox and Friends, and someone interrupts her, or their conversation.
If he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the
Wind it back, wind it
if
back.
he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the.
So just so we all know now, Kamala Harris is black. So maybe this was even a campaign strategy by the Kamala Harris team, because everyone thinks like, wait a second, you were always talking about how you were an Indian for your entire career until you ran for president. Now you're black. That doesn't make any sense. And then she's like, okay, guys, we need to sit down. We need to think of a way to appeal to the African American voters. Maybe there's some subliminal things that we can add to our campaign so that we can relate to black folks without pandering to them. Because, you know, Hillary Clinton tried that hot sauce shit and it was a fucking meme. So we gotta wind that back. We gotta dial it back. We need something subliminal that like signals to black people, I'm one of you, but without being aggressive about it. And then one of the brave campaigners, one of the little ginger white boys who works in political science and works for Kamala Harris says, ma'am, I've noticed that all the black people on TikTok have smoke alarms going off. And then, you know, she was skeptical at first. She was like, this is preposterous. There's no way that black people just live with this going off every minute, all day and all night for months at a time, Kenny. But then he just showed her all the videos of black people just talking as if nothing's happening, but there's a smoke detector going off. And she's thinking, this is just crazy enough to work. You gotta reel in that extra 10% of people that would, we gotta crank those 80% Democratic voter up to 90% at least to have a chance. Can you imagine if George Droid ran off 9 volts? I guess he wouldn't last very long. He'd last like a couple months before he was like, I can't recharge. I can't recharge. And then everyone would just be like walking past him like, what's that fucking weirdo talking about? And they would just ignore him completely. It's like a schizophrenic on the street, you know, like some guy walks up to you who's talking about weird shit and you're just like ignoring him, so he goes away. It'd be like that. Black people just like ignore George Droid as he yelled out for help. Please, someone just replace the 9 volt. It's it powers my servos. It powers my glow plugs so I can start. And people just like, I ain't getting involved with that shit. And that's it for the news. Very dry week. Very boring. I do have a small kind of black pill, I suppose, that was requested. Let me pull these articles up. This is in regards to gay people buying children, which is a very fun topic. Why is this so big? Let's try searching. This is like the mobile version of this. I don't want the mobile version. Okay, so they've opened up surrogacy laws so much so in order to enable gay, black, trans, Latinx, male to females and female to males and polyamorous couples adopt children as they so rightfully deserve to do. It has resulted in single men over 60 applying to buy children or applying to have surrogates. So they're going to find a 60-year-old man who has no wife, is going to find a young woman who is in fertile age range and pay her to concubine for him so that he can adopt a child in his retirement era age and become a father legally. A 72-year-old man was granted permission in Scotland to become the oh wait, I forgot the hamster. Sorry, chat. I'm not feeling well today. Can't believe this. Put the pumpkins up. No, it's just one of those days, chat. So, let's see. How many are there in total? 300 men. So in September 2024, I remember reading this a while ago, but there's a second article. 300 men over 50 have applied to become the legal father of a surrogate child over the last 5 years, and 43 of them are over 60. A total of 95 single men applied to become a parent, reflecting a growing trend in men, especially older men, having babies alone with the help of surrogates. And this is the result of a law change in 2019, which has come about as a result of supporting surrogacy rights. However, this has resulted in people freaking the fuck out. So, the Publica published in June, Men Having Babies Surrogacy Agency Helps Gay Men Buy Children, Leading to Backlash and Concern Online. This is BUMS, the Bottom Up Movement, a new beauty and hygiene brand dedicated to LGBTQ plus family building, pride, and family first. So these gay men adopted a child, and look, they're putting them right on fucking Instagram. Of course they are. Because you have a bunch of gay men who are obsessed with butt sex, makeup, and accessories, so they're going to buy a kid as an accessory. This is a gay man saying, 25 weeks into the pregnancy and I'm starting to show. This one's actually like almost multiple years old. So this has been going on for years at this point, where gay men are just like buying kids. Oh, look, they bought a family of 4. Men Having Babies in Orlando says, during our journey with the other clinics, one of us was supposedly determined to be infertile. Another clinic supposedly detected us to have an STD at the time of the egg retrieval, which was not true and irrelevant to continue. Irrelevant. So they're going to put AIDS in women who are opting to be surrogates because it's irrelevant to the process. Okay. I don't think they realize how small the AIDS virus is. Like, it's incredibly, incredibly small. It's like microns big. It's much smaller than sperm and egg cells. They would not, like, they can't, like, take a laser and zap out the fucking AIDS from your cum. We overcame an ectopic pregnancy. We overcame. So a woman impregnated with your gay retard sperm had an ectopic pregnancy, which, if you don't know, is incredibly dangerous. It means that the egg dropped into the fallopian tubes as opposed into the uterus, into the womb. And if it grows there, if it's allowed to continue to develop inside the fallopian tube, which is very small, it will erupt, and then the woman will die because there's now a giant baby bursting out of the wrong part of her uterus. So, but we as gay people overcame the tragedy of this woman having a miscarriage and having an abortion. So we have to start the cycle all over again because the surrogate decided at the last minute not to continue. Oh no, my concubine ran off my plantation. You know, we used to have laws for that. Back in the day, if your concubine slave ran off the plantation, you could alert people and they would go hunt him down. They had guys that would just go out and hunt down slaves, like Django. If you ever watched Django, we used to have Django. If your surrogate backs out the last second, you just call Django and he'd go out and get him for you. Let's see. Men Having Babies. Matthew and Jake went through the miscarriage. Oh no, these poor guys, they went through a miscarriage. And they say it was the most challenging part of their surrogacy journey. How tragic for them. They still got their baby though, they bought it. Happy Miracle Monday. Big thank you to Blank for sharing their story and these sweet photos of their family. Congrats on your perfect baby boy. Almost from the beginning of our relationship in 2013, having a family together was a dream. Logistics and funds were a barrier we had to overcome. Finally, we began in 2019. It wasn't without struggle or failed attempts, but through it all, so the multiple failed attempts. Awesome. This culminated in, I don't have an article for this, so let me pull it up. This is the reason why I'm reading this. Oh, from the New York Times. Let's see some gay people crying about it. Italy criminalizes. Fuck you. Oh my god. How about the BBC? No, they show the evil bad woman. Italy bans couples from traveling abroad for surrogacy. So not only is surrogacy banned in Italy, it's banned abroad. So if you're an Italian faggot and you decide, I'm going to go buy a child in Zimbabwe and bring it back, that's a crime. So you can't do it in Italy, and you can't bring them back if you go abroad to buy children. So the evil Italian woman has decided, human trafficking, no thank you. Arrivederci. homosexuals, and the BBC and the New York Times are like, oh my god, this is the Fourth Reich. Mussolini's back in office. We got to go string her up by a lamppost, because if we don't, the the trains will run on time, and they will not be bringing any trafficked human babies to gay people in Italy, and that's the real tragedy there. And that's basically it. I will say this: I saw this post, and it jumps out to me as particularly horrific. Radio Genoa says, from the today in Italy, surrogacy will be a crime even for those who go abroad. It will be considered a universal crime with imprisonment for up to 2 years and a fine of up to 1 million euros. In Italy, children cannot be bought. What do you think of this law? And then he attached this picture of this image, which is just a modern nightmare. There's something so horrific about the framing of this, and I can see what the photographer was going for to try and show the concept of gays working together to adopt children, and having non-traditional families. But in this, it's literally 4 people and who all look terrifying, grabbing a child by the nuts. And not only are they doing that to hold it up, they've got him pinned. They've got his arms held up, but like they've locked his elbow under their elbows, and he's kind of like crucified. You know what I mean? Like he's put on that weird, unnatural T pose that's like he's nailed to a fucking cross. So this is like a genuinely skin crawling fucking image, and I'd like to thank the person that made this for highlighting just how unnatural surrogacy seems. Okay. I think that's it for the news. Like I said, we're going to be galloping along here. Nice, comfy weekend stream. No big deal. Now it's time for the Ricada segment. There is no Ricada segment. I don't actually have a note for this. I just thought I would bring this up right now because I can. Ricada has not streamed in weeks. I want to say he hasn't streamed all throughout the month of October. I want to say that his last stream was right before his Franks hearing dismissal. He was expecting that once the Franks hearing came in, he would be gloaty about it for a little while, and he still hasn't streamed. He's still posting on Zitter and stuff. He's just gone. Isn't that weird, chat? He must not be... I think it's a combination of two things. He's not making any money. Like, his income from streaming is so low, he can't really justify it at all. Like, if he was still making, like, a couple $100s a stream, he could probably justify doing it to himself. But he makes no money. And then on top of that, I have a feeling that his attorney advised him to shut the fuck up because he was hurting his own case. I think that Ricada believed that he could get away with this thing where he would like song and dance throughout the entire proceeding and reference things ambiguously in lofty roundabout ways to get his point across without actually having to say anything that could be used against him in court. And it's not working. And I think probably his attorney advised him to shut the fuck up for a while. And it didn't, like, Nick still thought better. He thought he could figure it out and do it and get away with it. And then it stopped with the denial of the Franks hearing. And in particular, the fact that the denial for the Franks hearing also included or precluded him from submitting any other pretrial motions completely. Like, it was such a blunder, and it locked him into a course, a trajectory that is very against him and very unfortunate for him. So now he's like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously, and I'm going to stop thinking I'm so clever. I think that was like one of the first moments he actually got humbled, and he's like, actually, I'm fucking up. And so he's kind of chilled out a little bit, which sucks because I wanted to hear more Ricada smug posting forever. Brief update about black people on Zitter. Hero Stone Toss published a comic, and what this is making fun of, I think it's actually one or two posts down. This a Japanese artist who's like a very inoffensive guy drew a picture of the black girl from Squid Games. The other one, it's like Ink Squad, Splatoon. There's a black squid in Splatoon, and he apparently drew her not white and or dark enough. So this Palestine flag looks like a brony. Said we're gonna have to kill this guy Rara. And I think it says in Minecraft down there. So he's getting death threats from Palestinian supporter bronies as a result of drawing a squid character one shade too light. Sontos made fun of this and said, okay, if you made her too white, then they'll just darken her up a little bit. And now we have a character who I can really see the Japanese influence in this because it reminds me of Mr. Popopo from Dragon Ball Z. He was a special race of character in Dragon Ball Z that had pure pitch black skin and very bright red lips. So what Stone Toss is saying is, it may be that if you think that the squid was too light, we'll just draw her like Mr. Popopo, and then she'll look ugly, is what they're saying, because obviously he's like an alien. He has an unnatural complexion, so it's not necessarily the most attractive thing ever. But then, for whatever reason, the black people got really upset about this and said, as of today, I will not be using my X to support my content. For me, this website's inability to have moderation or consequences in guise of free speech is promoting alt-right propaganda, white supremacy, and neo-Nazism. I no longer align with anything on this platform. Sontos says, my comic is so powerful it forced a guy to abandon his whole account. This is another post by the black guy saying, Twitter wasn't perfect and it had many issues, but I don't support a website where youth can be taught to take this racism. Beating someone's ass for racism was normal, and these people finally get a platform to do what they want, so I'm out. Remember, kids, solve your issues with violence. Has someone said something that you don't like? Correct them by using corporeal punishment. That's how you fix people. That's the society that we want to live in, apparently. He then continues and says, he made a whole video about it, actually, called Whitewashing. We watch this. I guess we have nothing else to do today. Let's watch this black guy explain. But he advertised his video by saying, I applaud people for moving away from Hex because of the block update. My issue deals with the levels of racism promoted on this platform. Overt racism should not be supported. So I have unsubbed from premium, and my usage of this platform will decrease. He continues, that's what I read before. And says, also, I will not be moving to any other Twitter-like platform, Blue Sky or Threads. I've been on here since 2010, and I think this chapter of my life is over. So catch me in my Discord, YouTube, or TikTok. Thanks for supporting my content. Yeah, Discord, man, 1,000 times better. Don't talk about MapleStory, though, or next son will rape you. 6 minutes. Whitewashing Marina to blackface Marina. This level of racism should not be supported. 3,000 views on a $20,000 account and 20,000 subscriber account. Look at these fags.
So for once, I actually stopped scrolling Twitter. And the reason why was because a lot of these situations are getting out of hand. We were just having topics about basically not whitewashing Marina. Marina is very evidently a dark-skinned individual. In a lot of our cultures, black cultures, it is very important to remember certain skin colors because there are certain situations historically that cause issues with this, that lead people to actually hate their skin. That is the only reason we have these conversations. The artist decided to apologize for it, and we moved on from that. Now, what we're talking about are the racist images that came after. Now, one of the reasons why at this point I really can't support Twitter.
That was me.
Is because when you get to this point, it's just like, why was this a thing? Why isn't the account banned? You have to really just start looking at the actual platform that you're using. And that's what I did. I'm now realizing that personally, this website is going against my morals at this point. The level of racism is just actually insane. Like, what's the point of seeing this level of racism on a daily basis? I've never had to deal with this before. I've been called the N-word in person. I've been called an N-word by—
Is that worse or better? Is he saying that's better? Is that like, so on the level of racism, directly calling a black man to his fucking face the N-word is a level below Stone Toss making a fair point about skin tones and drawings. Is that where we're at? Okay.
A bum on the street. I've had a literal drive-by N-word. I'm not even joking. A man was in his pickup truck and was just yelling it across for no reason. But when I wake up to go on Twitter and then all I see is just crazy racist comments, and it's like, why? Now, everything else, whatever, like people raging about video games, that was cool. I like talking about that, but it's been less and less and less of that and just more of like overt racism. That's not even the only image. You had another one. And again, these are just things that are so old, nobody's had to endure anymore. The only time was maybe back in the day when somebody would come in a costume and you'd be like, why did you do that? You didn't have to come dressed as Michael Vick and have your whole face drawn on. What was the point of that? Who was this?
I love how he's just like in shock. Like, if you let people say what they want to say, they'll make fun of me and they'll make fun of my fucking opinions and they'll post images that I think are offensive. He's just like in shock. I thought we were past that. I thought we had fixed that. I thought we banned everybody. Well, guess what, motherfucker? When you ban everybody that you don't like, they don't disappear. They don't die. All those people are still around. They just hate you even more now because you fucking took away their Twitter account. Funny how that works.
It's not funny. So the whole entire time you're looking at these situations, you're just like, wow, people really were just saying that, like, nah, you guys, you know, when you guys blackwash, it's basically the same thing. And it's not. We're not doing this. We don't do it to make them look ugly. We don't do it to be disrespectful. We're not the only.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's pretty much implied. I think it's like an innate facet of it.
Race that does it. We're not the only culture that does it. A lot of others do. Race swapping is very common. But at this point for myself.
But only white people can't do it. It's so frustrating. It's like, just say it. Just say you fucking hate white people. You want white people to die. You want there to be no media that depicts white people because you want white people to be a figment of your fucking imagination. Oh, super frustrating. These people are so full of themselves. Like, black people are just like, yeah, my shit don't stink, and I thought we already banned all these people, and back in the day, we used to just straight up fucking kill them, but now they're on the internet, and they say shit I don't like, so it's like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I guess I'm just gonna go to Discord and goon off to some femboy porn and shit, man. Shit. Okay, cool. And then he tried to post the picture that's supposedly the docs of Stone Toss, but I don't think it ever got confirmed as being him. And argued with people. Next, breaking, exciting news. All of you on the edge of your seat, I can already tell. Patrick S. Tomlinson has smoked the dank marijuana. He says, Monday, at 44 years old, I smoked pot for the first time in my life at the Hollywood Bowl during the War on Drugs show. Appropriate. I have two observations. One, there is absolutely no reason for it to be illegal. Number two, there is absolutely no reason to make it your whole personality. Seriously, it's such an innocuous drug. I felt a little more connected to the music and strangers around me for about 15 minutes. And colors seem brighter. Whoop-de-doo. This is what we've been fighting about for 75 years. Pathetic. And then Kyle Tomlinson, NBA, thank you, Elon, says, Rick, since bartenders are the only people you talk to regularly other than Nicole, this must be a frightening prospect. Rather than seething, maybe consider improving your personality and making friends. Never father. Or stop drinking. Patrick then replies to this account for the 1 millionth time, and I have absolutely no fucking idea why he refuses to block this account in particular, but he says, I have actual friends across the world, stalker. You have none. Your sociopathy prevents you from forming or maintaining adult relationships. Enjoy prison. So that prompted somebody to draw this really lovely picture. It's just what a nice doodle. Who's it by? Shlomo XL. He drew this nice little doodle of Tomlinson smoking the dank herb. I think it's worth pointing out that you never get high your first time. I've never heard of anyone say that they got high the first time they smoked weed. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just like a technique thing, but I think this is a universal experience. Nobody gets high their first time. So him saying, I definitely got super high, but I only felt it for 15 minutes. And my very first time, it's like, no, you didn't. Liar. Liar. Anyone saying that they did get high their first time is a liar. Just saying. Okay. And then he posted this, and I don't know why this made me laugh, this post. He wanted to say no, Stalker, but he somehow omitted the N in his fervent desire to bash out as many tweets as possible. So he just said, "Oh, Stalker. Oh, Stalker, you didn't. Oh, Stalker, this is why your life is already over. Oh, Stalker. Oh, Stalker. Enjoy prison." Modern day pottery. Thank you, Patrick. On the flip side, Jackie Singh, bankrupt, fat, brown, ugly, stupid, has decided to go after another random person and fail to ask them and accuse them of being a Russian agent. This time she's going after someone named June Cole, or June Cho, I don't know how you pronounce that, who bills herself as an activist, researcher, consultant, and allegedly a political operative. In the New York Times, Washington Post, USA Today, Kyiv Post, NATO hybrid COE, plan to vote November 5th, hashtag NAFO, belonging to nonprofits, and she says that her location is the CIA in Langley, Virginia. Jackie Singh replies and says, official warning to... Oh my god, okay, let me see how you actually pronounce this, hold up. English to Korean. And then I'm going to do this.
좋은 초.
I was right, Jun Cho. I got it right the first time. Damn, I'm good. Okay. Jackie says, official warning to Jun Cho, get your trolls off me or I will end everything you've worked hard to build. Which sounds like literal extortion, criminal felony extortion, the kind that you would owe Stalker enjoy prison for saying. But then she says, hey, NAFO fellas, consider asking June Cho why she left, it's a man? Oh my god, it is. How embarrassing. Consider asking June Cho why he let his law degree lapse. Those of you who are good at OSINT will be able to piece things together. I don't have the time for a detailed breakdown right now, but NAFO should avoid donating to his pact. Can your law degree lapse? Is that even a thing? How do you lose your law degree? Can law degrees expire? No, a law degree does not expire. Okay then. Sorry, I'm hearing a weird noise that's freaking me out. So June Cho actually responds and says, I'm showing you here, 1, hacking but legal, doubling down on her claim that I am suspended California attorney June Cho, spelled completely differently, with a lapsed law degree. The top Google image result for that name, I actually don't know which Asian guy it is. 3, a meme that one of my sock puppets made for my last video. It mentions India's research and analysis wing, which I said it's not the same as that wrestling thing, Raw. You know, like Raw is war. Remember the Triple H? So yeah. Jun Cho also says, the most incredibly fucking stupid thing about this all, Jackie, is I don't have a law degree. You looked at my fucking LinkedIn when you were making fun of me. You don't think I'd list that on my LinkedIn? Jackie, I'm being real here. You need to talk to somebody because this is not rational behavior. Okay, so he doesn't even have a law degree and he's not an attorney. Elaine Ashton at Smoking Pancake says, what the fuck is she on about? Why is she gunning at you in particular? I know who she is and a little of her history, but though she's not a real hacker, she seems to have lost her mind a little. He says it doesn't matter in the end. The kind of person who goes around just rotating through new victims until they get tired of it or into trouble for it. The mistaking that people make is thinking they can't avoid it. It's a sunk cost. Yeah, that's basically it. There are people like that. Jackie would definitely be one of those people who just like goes after random people to try to like knock them down for whatever reason. Just to like build herself up, but she's like a loser. Oh, he did like a full video. What the fuck? It's 11 minutes long. You want substantive critique on your speculations on Ryan Wesley Ruth? Here you go. The core problem with Singh's logical style is her misusage and exaggeration of evidence and her startling inability to perform even basic verification and due diligence on those claims she presents. This becomes extremely clear with the benefit of additional public investigation of the second Trump assassination attempt when looking at Singh's original assertion regarding the same, which she was so eager to defend a few weeks ago. Irrespective of how right or wrong she is, her frankly annoying pattern of sadistic, seemingly personal attacks on random people. These patterns of argument call for rejection of hacking but legal's claims on face for bad faith, deceptive adduction of evidence, and failure to perform basic due diligence, and for a higher level of dubiety. This guy's very, very sophisticated in his writing style. To be applied to any complex assertion she makes or has made, because there's good risk when you scratch the surface, it's going to look like this thread does. Jackie replies with her own fancy words, saying, NAFO scammer Jun Cho is currently on overdrive trying to discredit me. Watch him froth and churn as he vehemently denies that I publicly linked his hidden ID to his current and uses sock puppet accounts to claim I have nothing else. Fella Grievous. Wow, that is such a cringe username. So the guys that are like pro NATO, they call themselves fellas because they're like just stealing old like right-wing memes, and then they give themselves like Sith names like Fella Grievous. They're actually like this. These people are out there supporting a military alliance that has eroded human rights and free speech in the United States and the West for 50 years. Do you stand by your assertion that June is the same person who identified him as the CIA Bard database showing someone lost their law license? You're positive you did your due diligence on that? And she says yes. Ming the merciless fella says, but June, you don't really need a law degree to get disbarred as a lawyer. You need to first pass the bar exam to get disbarred. Jackie says, you sure know a lot about him. Only a person with intimate knowledge of his life could make such a suggestive counterclaim. And then Ukraine Kit, which is just Ukrainian for cat, says, decided to do some digging of my own. Is this you? And then it says, report, Biden campaign cybersecurity expert linked to Gay Nigger Association of America hackers, also known as the GNAA. And Jackie says, no, you're amplifying Kremlin propaganda that targeted Dems during the last election. So I'll recap this for anyone new to Jackie Singh, in case you're wondering. Jackie is a little curry-flavored dingleberry. She's never accomplished anything in her entire life besides shitting out 2 kids that she doesn't have custody of. If you're one of those people that's like the family courts are always woman-sided, imagine what a fuck-up she must be to lose custody of 2 of her own kids. She's currently bankrupt because she keeps taking out loans for businesses that all fail. She is a disgusting loser currently hiding in Puerto Rico. But back in the day, 10 years ago plus, she was trying to, the GNAA was like a respected hacking group. They did a lot of like meme stuff because their whole thing was just like trolling, basically. They did some other stuff, but trolling was like their forte. And they kind of had like a high public like perception or whatever. So she would hang out in their IRC and like try to talk to people and make friends, and nobody ever actually let her into the GNAA. She claimed to have been a former GNAA member that turned white hat or gray hat or whatever after the fact, but that's untrue. Everybody at the GNAA has denounced her and said that she's a fucking loser retard. And then after people started making fun of her for being associated with this, she now denies it. Even though she went out of her way for years to try and falsely claim that she was a member of this group that didn't want anything to do with her. Now she has to eat fucking crow, because now it's not cool to be a member. Fat and brown, skin looks like poo. Giant hand. Oh, this is the full video. I want to hear what this guy sounds like.
Hi, everybody. It's June. So, today I'm going to explain to you what exactly is wrong with this tweet right here, and also the person who issued that tweet. So, to start off real quick, right, it says, hey, don't donate to June because he's this shady lawyer who let his law degree lapse. She actually means attorney certification, not law degree, because a law degree obviously doesn't lapse. It's right being barred that would lapse. But anyway, she says, "Oh, I don't have time for a detailed breakdown. It's very complicated. It must be really complicated, right?" So, but NAFO, don't donate to his PAC. This guy's shady. Okay. First, I don't even know if have any of you actually donated to. I don't even know if any NAFO fellows have donated to the PAC. I saw a bunch of people that I recognize actually from Facebook donating to the PAC, but. Anyway,
this thing where there's like a whole group of people that like identify by these call signs kind of makes me think this is like a gay retarded inverse of like Poll, where they're just like, this is like Sargon of Akkad or something, and he's like, I don't know if any Poll tards have donated to my my UKIP foundation. I am doing trans-European politics, but I will now debunk her claims line by line. And then you have this guy like, hey guys, I don't know if any of you gay faggots with the Ukraine flag, calling yourself fellas, have donated money to my PAC, but fascinating. Now, there's one more thing. Someone called her out. Let's see, this is the post. Joe the Independent says, I'm confident that you were actively misidentifying June Cho as Christopher Un June Cho. I encourage you to retract your statement. Misidentifying an individual in a manner that damages their reputation, i.e. misidentifying them as an attorney suspended for the practice of law, gives rise to the claim of defamation in both New York and California. You are now on notice that your identification is erroneous. Subsequent repetition will evidence a reckless disregard for the truth, which supports a finding of actual malice should the court find that June Cho is a public figure for the purpose of a claim against your defamation. I encourage you to publicly retract your statement misidentifying June Cho. This is accurate. Asking for a retraction and identifying to the person who has made the false claim that their claims are in fact false, and having them refuse to do so is evidence of actual malice, which can circumvent both a public figure defense, and also it can be used to get punitive damages outside of actual damages in a defamation claim. So Joe the Independent is, to the best of my knowledge, on point. Jackie Sang replies to this accurate information by saying, retract your threat of litigation immediately. Now there is no there's no tort for threatening to sue somebody, and there's no onus on him to retract anything. So Jackie does not know what she's talking about, but I'm not sure that would surprise anybody, huh? Cool. Great job, Jackie. Looking forward to your next blunder. Speaking of blunders, we have Asmon Bronze. Asmon Cole, as some might say. Asmon has completely failed me. He comes out the gate swinging at the Palestinians, making an actual claim, shocking everybody with the testicular fortitude of his counter-narrative towards the pro-Palestinian forces that seem to completely dominate Twitch. And in mere days, moments after receiving his Twitch suspension, he is completely, totally, utterly buck-broken. This is one of the most groveling, spineless, pathetic, emasculated statements that I've ever seen, ever. And I mean that sincerely. I've been making fun of internet retard shit for over a decade, probably going on 12 years now, and this is one of the worst. And what makes it one of the worst is not that he's like on his hands and knees begging, it's how happy he is about it. So much of this statement, and it's 20 minutes long, and I'm gonna play like a second of it because I want to show you the issue with his thing. Let me find a specific part though.
You to hold me accountable. Hopefully this time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it.
His mouth is cotton mouth dry. Every smack, every lip smack, every time he flicks his tongue, every time he opens his fucking mouth, you hear all of it. The way he desperately chugs water is just like, what the fuck? I am 100% certain that he is on Adderall. Because the only other person I've ever heard with such disgusting fucking mouth noises in their video was Corey Barnhill, the pedophile. And he was like an Adderall junkie. from what I remember. And he had the same thing. He had that cotton mouth that was never satiated. The way he desperately, just like the way the water is like sloshing on him, is just like, it's unlistenable. Literally unlistenable. I listened to all of it just to get prepped for the stream. I will summarize it. He starts off the stream by thanking everybody for the ban. He says, "Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, everybody who reached out to me. Thank you so much." He said the ban was fully justified. He said that he really appreciates being banned because when he was planning to go live that day before he got banned, he was so nervous. He felt so under pressure. He didn't know what to do. And then when a moderator texted him and said, "Hey, buddy, sorry you got banned," he's like, "Thank God. Thank God." It was like a weight was lifted off his shoulders. Thank God I now have time to retrospect and process the magnitude of my blunder. And then he goes on. He says that after speaking to Hassan, he realized how stupid he had been. And you know what really stuck out to him? The number one thing that really convinced him was the messages he got from you, his audience. He's got messages from people who had sent him messages on Twitter years ago. So like their last message was 2017, and he got a message just recently like, "Hey bro, how you doing?" And then he even says this. I think this is it.
And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that had fucking family in Palestine. And how humiliating is that?
He was saying that people from Palestine, people who had family trapped in Palestine, reached out to him and were like, "Hey buddy, how you doing? How you doing, pal?" And it's like the humanity from the Muslims and the Palestinians directed at him, not of anger, but of concern, made him realize what a fool he had been, calling for the deaths of these innocent people who didn't do nothing ever. And he was so humbled by this. And in fact, someone reached out to him from Yemen, and he was so humbled by this. And now what he realized was that he had turned a blind eye to the rich culture and history of the Middle East. And now he made promises. Can I get this? Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I think that after all this, I think towards the end of next year, I think I'd like to visit the Middle East and see it for myself.
He's going to go there. He's going to go there and see the beauty of the Middle East and the beautiful rich cultures and people that live there, so he can learn. He can truly learn how wonderful they are and how terribly wrong he was. So he sits there and he explains this for a full fucking 20 minutes, just smile on his face. He even says that his father said, "Hey bro, you're being kind of an asshole recently." And he just kind of shrugged his father off. But now he realized his father knew something was up. The pressures of streaming and of trying to develop the businesses like OTK, that I don't even know what the fuck that is. But he stepped down from it as a result of this. He realized he was pushing himself too far, and he wasn't having fun, and he was being kind of an asshole, and his dad was right for calling him out, and so were his fans. And he begged his fans and said, fans, if I'm ever acting like an asshole again, you just tell me, "Hey, Asmongold, you're acting like an asshole, because I want to learn, and I need you guys to keep me accountable," is what he says. And then at the end, there's one more thing towards the end. I remember he was explaining the best part, the most obvious part to me of what really happened was that he explains that streaming is his life. It's all he does. He streams hours a day, every day, and he never does anything else. And there's tons of stuff that he wished he was doing instead of streaming all day. And he needs to take more care of himself. And I think that was telling, because this realization comes after being banned. And I think what it was Twitch just pulling his chain. They yanked the chain and he fell to his knees. And he realized at that moment he was helpless. He relied on Twitch. His entire life was held in the hands of a company that owed him literally nothing. That they could crush him at any second. With no recourse, no appeals, total finality. with absolutely no rights in his corner. He was a independent contractor that they could at will terminate association with and completely end his entire fucking life. And so when Twitch yanked his chain and brought him to his knees, he gazed up at the enormous face. 10 years it had taken him to learn what kind of smile had been hidden beneath the dark mustache. Oh, cruel, needless misunderstanding. Oh, stubborn, self-willed exile from the loving breast. 2 gin-scented tears trickled down the sides of his nose. But it was all right. Everything was all right. The struggle was finished. He had won victory over himself. He loved Current Thing. Like pottery chat. Donald Trump predicted all of this. QAnon said, when we go one, we go all. He was right all this time. I did not write this in advance. That is the ending. That's literally the ending of It's literally 1984. It's the ending paragraph. He in the story, there's pictures of Big Brother everywhere, and he realized at the end, oh, he really does. He understands now how people could love him so much. A guy that may not even exist. Twitch made him realize, oh, he really does love them. He does love them. He understands, oh, and it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault for having to punish him. It was his fault for being out of line to begin with, for being the stray sheep in the herd. He had won victory over himself. Thank you, Hassan. Cool. Hope to see him true out soon. Alright, now here's the real update. Nothing else in the stream mattered besides this. It's the Bossman Jack update. If you have any issues with Bossman Jack, find your nearest gun, put it to your head, and pull the trigger immediately because the Bossman segment is starting. Bossman is out of rehab. As I mentioned at the very tail end of last stream, he had just gotten home. He had just started streaming. However, boys, there's been a lot of updates. So, someone from the Kiwi Man of the Internet thread was kind enough to lay out an entire timeline of him being back home, and I'm just going to go through all that now. I actually haven't had an opportunity to go through it, so we're going to be watching this shit together.
Look.
That is like 1-to-1 perfect monkey sounds. Let's listen. I've never heard a monkey sound so genuine made by a human being before. Really just awesome. Try turning down my gain a bit so I don't have to manually adjust all these.
Wow, mine's is so bad. I have the worst fucking minds out of all of them, probably. Yes! Oh my god! Get in the bag! Get in the bag! Bank accounts. They know where I come from. Damn. No, I just lost it all. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Oh my god. How much I have now? Fuck you.
Listen, you have a literal obligation to me to watch and enjoy the Bossman 10 because this is probably, and I'll get to the end of this, I'll explain. This is probably the end of the Bossman 10 for real, no cap this time.
Dude. Wait, I took it all out?
Super felted. Look at this.
I took it all out? When?
By the way, his dad finally got the fucking door on the frame. We're now on the door is on the frame again saga. So this is him explaining why he got is that a rehab?
Oh, quick. And know that round and thick. Fill it up and light it. Work the stuff. I know, dude. I need to, bro. Dude, they kicked me out today. Never mind. I didn't say that.
He got kicked out, which is bad. It's fucking Jover. Before I get to that, let me just explain what he did. He declared in his Discord group, "Some guy tried to make me look like a complete bitch in the AA meeting the other day. Long story short, I yelled at the top of my lungs, 'Damn that pussy nice, boy.' I scared the shit out of this old lady at the other end of the room. I felt like a dickhead dude, laughing, crying emoji." Then he says, "I can't believe they haven't asked for my cell phone back. I've had this joint for like an hour. Thank you, Hank. I'll try. Love you too, man. Let's have a great day together. So he was sneaking his phone in when he wasn't supposed to. And then he says, dude, the amount of miserable people in these meetings is crazy. Everyone's always trying to drag each other down instead of preaching that sweet, sweet positivity, baby. He also bought shoes while in rehab for whatever reason. So he had like a little sneaker collection building up. Okay, this is him coping.
How'd you get to rehab early? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. But I'm pretty sure I'm good, dude. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think I'm doing the next right thing, and yeah, dude. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. It actually, well, I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but I can tell you that it's not because I used. It's not because I used drugs, so. Yeah. That's all I can say, pretty much.
So he got kicked out of rehab, but he thinks it's going to be okay. He's going to explain his case to the judge, who will, of course, will understand that that bitch should have backed the fuck down and damn that pussy nice. So that's what he's hinging on. He's clean. The rehab worked. He's now clean of the crack rock, and everything is on the up and up.
You know, losers will be losers, you know. But haters will be haters, whatever. You know, whatever, dude. Holy shit. He talked about the hole in the wall. Dude, how many times have you said that now? 27? 23, Michael Jordan? Okay, I was close. Anyways, you know, fuck you. Everybody type fuck Book in the chat. It's spelled like that.
He's in such rare form in these streams. It's like old Bossman.
Fuck Book. Yeah. B-O-U-K. Everybody type fuck Book in the chat. I'm going to get a drink. Oh, Mrs. Book. Oh my God, that is some nice lingerie you have on. Oh my God, bend that ass over on the bed right now, baby. I'll be right back, guys. Mrs. Book's here.
I'm gonna miss him so much. What will I do without him, chat?
Oh, there's something wrong with me. Something wrong with me, dude. Damn, Mrs. Book. Damn, Mrs. Book. Damn, Mrs. Book.
See, this guy understands the Kino of OBS.
Okay, I got it on the side. No, I'm not fucking okay. Never mind. Oh shit! Oh, okay, my computer's covered. Hey, good deal.
Why does he have a Google chair?
Keep working it. Oh God.
What's in that box?
Dude, I wish I never said anything about that hole in this wall. God won't fucking stop roasting me. It's been 10 minutes, dude. Goddamn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Forgive me.
I guess I don't get to find out what's in that box.
Hold on.
Okay, and then... So these pictures are his hands. Now you might see a little black. As we've discussed on this program earlier, in earlier episodes, the black on his fingers, because he has like these weird coal miner hands, the black on the fingers are from butane exhaust. When the butane lighter hits something, it leaves a residue of exhaust because it doesn't burn clean. Butane is a bastard's gas. But crackheads will use it to light up their crack pipe, and then the crack pipe from casual handling leaves the butane residue on the fingers. So we're starting to see black residue on his fingers, and it's like, that's the crack rock again, my boy Austin. What you doing? I just got out of rehab. So he explains that actually this is just from his computer.
Is it better now? You guys are slow tonight. You're slow to the roll. I mean, holy shit. I need to start doing some like stone checks. Like you guys are stoned. Worse? Turn it up. It's all the way up. There's nothing wrong with my hands. Oh, I have a... Oh, they are dirty. Holy shit. What the hell? Well, what the hell? Okay. Just don't... Okay. It's not what you think, okay? I promise.
It's not what you think.
Anyways. Oh, how does it... I don't even know. It's from the courts or something, dude. I'm innocent, dude. Trust me. I have nothing to hide here. I'm 28 days sober now, so...
Ooh, cringe.
I don't care. Happy birthday. No, I'm not. No. Don't be dumb. I know, dude. Well, I mean, dude, whatever helps you sleep at night, dude. Whatever you want to believe. Whatever edited photo, whatever you want to believe, dude. I don't care. Anyways, let's stop, dude. What is all this bullshit? Type a 5 if you're happy I'm home from rehab, dude.
Somebody type a 5 if you're happy that I'm streaming again. Is anybody grateful that I'm
pressing
again
5.
here?
I'm pressing
Streaming
5.
again? Shit,
It won't be
dude.
for very
Leave
long,
me
but
the
I'm
fuck
pressing
alone, you
5.
fucking weirdos, bro. God damn. Fucking weirdo fucks, dude. God, just non-stop harassment.
Okay, so he's coping. He's convinced he's good.
Yes, the fix. Whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry I have these addictions. I don't have addictions, but, well, I definitely am addicted to stuff. Gambling and cigarettes. But I love them both. I love them, you know, in certain ways. Sorry.
It's like
You know what I mean?
Ricada.
Fuck it, dude. Judge me how you want. Not saying
It's
you
like
are, I'm
Ricada.
saying it to anybody.
Ricada's saying
Dude,
that
wait,
he's not an addict, and he's like, I went to rehab, and all these fucking junkie losers were there. I'm like, I'm so much better than them. And it's like, sure, I like whiskey. I drink whiskey. I could really go for some whiskey right now. In fact, my mouth waters as I sit here thinking about whiskey aloud, talking to you guys. But I just love whiskey. I'm not an addict. Dude, here's an idea. Content Hab. Now this will be, I'll partner with the IP2 people, and we'll make, I suppose in Virginia, just for the sake of it, because I think that's where the most disasters happen. We'll make a rehab that's cheaper or even free, but it's only for people who are willing to generate content we can put on TikTok and YouTube and Kick, especially Kick. I'll get Evil Eddie to kickstart this idea, kickstart it, and we'll be official Kick partners. Then, all the IP2 people and Bossman Jack and Nick Ricada, they have to go to content rehab, where it's like a Big Brother setup. We got cameras everywhere, and we try to rehabilitate them together to overcome their addictions. It'll be an official licensed program, works with the courts and shit. It'll be great. It'll be a great idea. Let's see, I think same thing. He's good with the courts. So Drama Fan, who submitted another piece of content for the stream towards the end, decided that he would, because Bossman ran out of money, he decided, hey, I'll play Elden Ring. So he booted up Elden Ring and commenced playing it to the best of his ability. So this video is sped up 6,000%, which means that for every second that passes in this video that we're about to watch, 1 minute passes in the actual video. It is that so, and then so this is a 1 minute video, so it will be, I think, a full hour of Elden Ring by the end of it. Is that how that works? 6,000%, 60 times, and then by 6. Yeah, 1 hour, perfect. Okay, so we're about to watch 1 hour of Elden Ring content in 1 minute. You ready? Get ready. Okay. I have never played Elden Ring. I never will play Elden Ring. Someone who has played Elden Ring, who I assume is all of you, tell me, how far did he get into the game? How much has he progressed? From what I could see, he got to like the first like demo boss or something and did not go any further than that. Is that intro boss? So I think he only fought the intro boss like 3 times and never beat it. So I'm assuming that's where he's at, right? Okay. So what we're saying is that he's not on record to get a speed run, right? Literally the first 5 minutes at least. Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know I'm not missing out on any epic Elden Ring content here. Oh, is this him rapping? Oh boy, get ready. Oh hell yeah.
My name was like fucking like Hermione. And bitch, my shit is not like even remotely close to like tiny. But you know I get it back and I get your
When my mom and I read the Harry Potter books together when I was a kid, we didn't know how to pronounce Hermione because it's a stupid ass name, so we just said Hermione or something. It was like we pronounced it like ridiculously wrong until the movies came out and we heard other people say it. It was like Hermione or something really wrong.
Okay, too much info, we get it. I don't know, man, I get it back. It's simple. It's about to go in and I'm about to rule the temple. What the fuck are you don't get that shit because it's not like simple. I just like to spit. I just like to be not like a fucking hypocrite.
Secret Harry Potter fan. You think that someone from a family named Potter was not going to read Harry Potter? Are you nuts?
Say the same old shit. Say the same old ones, and then you never get. You can't be like with that, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is it. This is the content.
I'm about to ride in a Benz, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to ride in a Beamer, yeah, I get it one, and then I get her one, and then I get him two, and then I get vroom vroom.
Who's him? Who's him, boss man? He's rapping, he's saying, yeah, I'm gonna be riding luxury vehicles. The female, the femoid, I'll get her one. And then he says, I'll get him one. Who's him, boss man? Who are we buying his car for? It's not her boyfriend, right? Better be the dad. Okay. This is 12 hours before his parole officer visit, apparently.
I love my parents, dude. I love my parents. I do. They're the best. They're the best parents ever, dude. They are the best parents ever. They really are, dude.
Went to the crack.
Shit! What am I doing? Oh my god! Am I live, dude? That is CBD. I promise, guys. It is CBD. It's actually has no THC in it. Okay. So, yeah.
He went to the crack corner.
It really is.
Ruffled a little plastic baggie.
It's medicine for me. It melts my back pain. And yeah, it does that. I'm good. No, don't worry. Don't you guys worry. It's good. It's okay. It's good work.
So over. Okay, he wins $30,000. Let's see a little.
Do a 500. Come on,
Been
baby.
so long.
Yeah. Give me another.
I don't even know how he got $3,000
Come
of
on, 2 in a
Litecoin. Be
row.
real. Oh, he clicking that button, chat. Give him the little clickarooski.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Do it again. Oh, let's go. Let's go, baby.
He's up, chat.
Baby.
He's up.
Come on, guys. We fucking take it. We take it. I'm probably being loud. My parents are sleeping. Parents are sleeping.
Dude, watching Bossman gamble after like an entire month of not gambling, this must be what heroin feels like. I imagine if I did heroin after not doing it for a month, it would probably feel exactly like this. It's just so soothing. I'm so chilled. I'm in my zone. It's like a big warm hug, chat.
Oh my God, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Especially with like the 70s music in the background. It's like that. It's like the soundtrack of like a CD bar or something where people are doing a heroin.
Let's fucking go. Oh my God, dude. I just won 2 bands. Oh my God, band of Rooskies.
Ooh, dry mouth, huh?
All right. All right, dude. I'm out. I'm done. That's it. I know. It's okay. Yeah, I know.
I was promised $30,000 to zero. Where is this, huh?
Yes, sir.
He's saying that he's
That's what
out.
I'm
Surely
gonna
he
do.
must be
Let's get
getting
that
out
car.
right
Let's
now.
withdraw. Let's withdraw. That's too much money. You know what? I'm going back for another 2. No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. Yes.
No. Oh my God. Oh my fuck. No.
I got it out. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Oh my
4 in a row.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I'm done. I'm done, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
He's going back in.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude.
What the fuck?
He's going to go back in. Watch, he's going to click the button. Oh, he can't resist. More money.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
One more time. Hit the magic number, boyo.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. There is no fucking way, dude. There is no fucking way. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
This music is really helping my heroin high. I feel so chill and in the
Holy
zone.
fucking crap, dude. Is this
Chasing
real?
that boss man
fucking
dragon.
God. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I'm done. Oh.
Wait, hold up. Oh, it doesn't make a beepity sound. Oh man. I wanted to. Oh, there we go. It doesn't even. Ah, fuck. Maybe if I make it speaker? I can't. My phone's not even picking this up, and it's ruining my joke. Hold up. Okay. Oh, if I put it right to it, then I do it. Evil Eddie, this is me, the rat. Can you pull the plug? I see. Good to know, Evil Eddie.
Oh, dude, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. What the fuck, dude? Get some rest? You think so? One tap, take a nap.
I think I can
get
just.
another 5K.
I think I can just get another 5K. I'm just one little 5K
Don't do that.
Ruski.
Oh my god.
Little 5. Surely we can save this.
Got it back.
Back up.
No. Oh my god.
Oh,
my
he
god.
did 10,001.
No,
Oh my
dude,
god.
Oh my god.
Twice.
I just lost it all. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Okay, it's okay. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Why did you do that? Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Stop spamming my chat, dude, please. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Holy crap.
It's like a weight's
Dude,
taken
oh
off
my
his back.
God.
Now he doesn't have to gamble anymore.
No way. Oh. Rip, dude. What the hell? What the hell did I just do? What the hell did I just do, bro? Why would I do that? Oh
He's gonna lose this too.
Why would I fucking do that, bro? $100, man. $100. Ooh. $100. Wow.
He's getting that at the glimpse. He can get it back. He can get it back. I can get it back still. I'm in control. No.
Oh my god. I can't believe I just fucking did that. This is a joke. What? I don't get it.
There's a line from Dota 2 I'm suddenly reminded of, and I will inflict it upon all of you. Hold up. Yeah, here we go. Wait, why isn't it playing?
I gambled and lost.
Such is life. Only true Dota 2 players will know what the fuck that means. And the rest of you, and probably even those people, will not care. Next. What's this? Oh, he's gambling again? Could it be? What? No, why is he upside down? What the fuck?
There we go. I'm barely hanging on here, guys. Okay, is that good? Is that good enough?
I can't see.
Alright, so I got the module gloves for Kudrow. I got $10 for Camsters. I got $500 for the Emerald Web Gloves, which was a huge fucking discount. Is it upside down? No, it's not. Shut up. Is it really? What the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? How'd that happen? What? Not that. What do I do? Transform what?
You know, I always thought her name was Dido, but what the fuck? Dude, this is an emote. Someone turn this, just clip out everything except Boss Man, like in his head, and give me that as an emote. We're making that an emote. Wait, does he do that at the end?
Not that. Ah, damn, dude. Okay.
He turned everything
struggling
upside down. I'm struggling. Yeah, I bet. Cool. He's gonna skate. Okay, skate for me.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect stamina for the 360. Now switch 360. Oh my god. Oh
You break
my
it?
god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Not my new computer.
He broke
Not
his
my new
computer.
bro. Oh
How?
my god. I'm so sorry, baby. Baby,
Wait,
come
his
here.
his computer was like laying on the floor, and he decided to do kick flips right next to it. What the fuck?
Oh, baby.
Is this man on drugs or
baby,
something?
I'm so sorry. Oh, babe, give me a kiss. Come here. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. That was a little weird. But I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh my god, I can't believe the glass didn't break. How did the glass not break?
It's tempered.
How did the glass not break? I do have love handles, you're right. But they're not for what you think.
A weird sentence to end on.
If I get on it soon, maybe, yeah.
It sounds
Maybe I get
sad.
tomorrow.
Bossman's
I'm
sad,
tired,
chat.
I kind of want to just go to sleep, dude. I'll be sad without beer. Well, everyone's got their vice. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's a bet. All right. Yep. All right, guys. I gotta go for a little bit. All right. Yeah.
He's in the boss
All right,
man
sorry,
void.
guys. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
In the
I'm
Jover
gonna lay down.
zone.
Have a good one, everybody. Good night. Good night. I'm kind of lonely tonight. Just fucking really in my thoughts tonight. I don't know why. How do you guys think of the haircut, though? I think the haircut looks kind of slick, dude. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but I kind of like it, actually. I don't know, man. Anyways, see you guys. Peace. Good night. Good night.
He knows. He knows it's Jover. Because this is what has happened. On the 29th, he has a court date. Because he was supposed to go for 30 days of rehab. Then once he got out, he would then have a court hearing. They would review his attendance and behavior at the rehab facility. And then make a determination from there about what they want to do in regards to bond, in regards to his upcoming criminal trials, his domestic trial. There's a lot hinging on this in two different courts in Virginia. Because as I mentioned, he has a family court issue because it's technically a domestic, the fight that he had with his father. And then the criminal court, he has a felony drug possession charge. So both of them were kind of like on pause. We'll do a 30-day rehab, and then immediately after, because I think his rehab would end like the day before the 29th, if he had attended it correctly. And then they'll look at that and say, oh, well, you went through rehab. They said you did great, so, we're going to drop the drug charge, or we're going to reduce it to a simple petty possession, and then so on and so forth. Or they might do another thing, like, okay, well, now we're going to make you get a job. You have to have six months, and so, you have several years of, like 5 years of jail time ahead of you. So we're going to make you get a job now. We're going to need you to work at a Whataburger, and you got to work there for 6 months, and your boss has to say that you're doing good attendance. You have to do P-tests, that kind of shit. The regular, usual shit that a person could work through if they were really trying to. But now, that looming court date is a sort of Damocles. It's basically, as soon as he goes to go to this, they'll probably revocate his bond, and they'll put him in jail until he goes to, he pleads out to something, so, it's over. There's no hope. There's no way they're gonna give him another fucking chance. He's just a petty junkie. Such is life. Okay, I have some content from Reddit. I have a long Reddit segment because Drama Fan lined up a bunch of stuff that I'm interested in going through. And then if we're still under 2 hours, I have an emergency content poll, just in case. So, I've been playing, this is a little plug, by the way, and I have an additional little plug that I want to go over when I'm done with the Reddit segment, but I am continuing to stream Dustborn on this weekend. I'll do it on Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, midnight European. And if you have missed the earlier Dustborn episodes, they are both on Rumble and KickVods, so you can catch up on those. I think there's also archives of them on YouTube, so I would recommend watching them so you have a vague idea about what's going on. You can watch them at 2x or whatever. But this is going to be the third one, and we're like a third of the way through the game, so I might have to do it like on Monday too if I want to finish it off, but we'll do that. The game is very bad, and what's funny is that on Reddit, it's so bad that even the Redditors can't pretend that it's good. Because when I last played it, I was like one of 4 people playing the game on Steam charts, so that should give you an idea how bad it is. Zapix44 says, the game feels like it was made by right-wingers to mock and satirize wokeness, yet the devs are 100% serious. One of the biggest examples of Poe's Law I've ever seen. Mad Brother says, reminds me of examples like, I am writing for Halo, the TV show, and I've never played a Halo game. In fact, I don't like guns. I work on Witcher, and I didn't read the source material nor play the game to not influence my writing. I work on games, but I don't like playing myself. Like, damn, what are we doing here? DM Mercenary says, there's a sequence pretty on IRC where the main character squad is putting on a concert, and I swear to God they used Dustborn, Newborn, New Porn as a rhyme scheme. That was the part where I went, this is supposed to be a parody or something, right? It is a shocking lyric to hear, where it's like you rhyme porn with newborn. Like, are you fucking retarded? We're in a moral panic. The Third Reich is a theocracy. Do you not understand that what's happening? Why would you do that? Shaxor says, I'm still unsure if the devs are just so up their own asses that they didn't notice the sort of subtlety and nuance is missing while developing it, or if it's such a masterful parody and satire that nobody else noticed. Panther Lassa says, what being extremely online and only on echo chambers does to a man. This is what lack of a viewpoint does to a person. We close ourselves into echo chambers with no opposing voices. The extreme starts to seem normal, especially as these echo chambers filter out everyone who isn't extreme enough. Not even the people in the bubble wanted to play it, though. That's a real sign of how badly they bungled this. How could anyone internally look at this game and not see the obvious problems? The first time I saw gameplay, I thought it was a parody game with the whole triggered mechanic and almost intentionally terrible writing. Also, the gameplay sucks. It was the song that did it for me. Who the hell listened to the final version of that song and said, this is great, let's put this in our game? I like the one where there are gals. The woman singing is genuinely bad. It's like I don't know if her singing in general is terrible, but her performance is bad, and I don't know who to blame that on. Quotes from the interview. Oh, this is good. It caught us completely off guard. We were very surprised by the extreme reaction to the launch, and we had no plan for how to handle it. It's been really tough to deal with this. We're used to people not liking our games, but we appreciate well-argued reviews, even if they're negative. The difference here is the massive amount of negative feedback from people who have never played the game and never will. They just jump on the bandwagon of making those videos. We are a tiny studio. That's why it feels so blown out of proportion when we experience so many attacks and conspiracy theories. It takes a toll. You know, these people, the fucking woman from Sweet Baby Inc. also did this. We're like, ooh, woo, we're just a small, tiny whiting team, ooh, woo. It's like, it doesn't matter. If you're, like, having an impact on the games that people want to play, and you're taking money from these sources, like, this game was funded in part by the fucking government of, like, the European Union, you kind of represent that interest. It should be fairly obvious that I don't want babies to die. I think it's outrageous. When you're battling that battle, you fucked up somewhere. There's no way I can get this removed, and it's a very damaging lie. I just have to ignore it and hope people are smart enough to understand that it's not true. You can easily ignore what's said on forums or X. Emails feel a little closer, but receiving text messages where someone wishes you dead is unsettling. We have to take threats seriously. Fortunately, most of the team hasn't been directly targeted. We've done what we can to support those. 2024 is going to be a great study on echo chambers, and so many entertainment companies have little to no idea of what people want. I can't wait for the games industry to crash as a whole. The only games that are going to survive the next game industry crash are going to be all the porn games on mobile that are just like foot skins for people playing Genshin Impact and shit. Everybody else will be bankrupt. No more Activision, no more Ubisoft, no more anything. Tencent will own 47 different games that are exactly the fucking same and sell booby skins, and they'll also own every American media company to ever exist. Good games will survive. There's no good games. Name a good game that's been released in like the last 4 years. I'm struggle. Helldivers, I guess. Helldivers is very soft though. I unlocked the Eruptor in Helldivers, and now I can like solo play level 9 missions because the Eruptor just destroys absolutely everything with ease. It's like, what's the point of grinding out the really, really slow tokens if I have the Eruptor and I've already won the game? Factorio, Earth Defense Force 6, never heard of this. Stoneheart, a roguelike game. Dusk. Endless Space 2. Into the Breach. Are these from the last 4 years? I don't think these are from the last 4 years. Factorio is not from the last 4 years. Factorio is like 10 years old now. Dota 2, no, that's a good game. You guys are just giving me like fake fucking game names and shit. Okay, this is also from Reddit. This is from our anti-work. The British government is giving Ozempic to fat people so that they can work. If you're too fat to work and you would like to be less fat and also working, the British government will pay for your Ozempic injection so that you can lose weight and eventually start contributing to society for once in your fucking life. This is fat-phobic. Rare Band 9525 says, I see you have declined our offer for Ozempic in order to facilitate your return to a 0-hour contract to a Sports Direct fulfillment center. Would you like to consider our new assisted dying program, also available to the feckless and overweight? If the United Kingdom was that fucking base, we would be in a different world. Proposals to give weight loss jabs to unemployed people living with obesity. God, that's fucking embarrassing to write. Could be, quote, very important for our economy and health, the Prime Minister told the BBC. His words came as the government announced a $279 million investment from Lilly, the world's largest pharmaceutical company. Not a conspiracy, but a coincidence theory. Sure, you better be careful with those anti-Semitic canards. Akeda says, what I can see this eventually leading to is overweight people being stripped of benefits if they refuse to inject themselves with the drug. Sounds kind of like a dystopian nightmare. Just lose fucking weight. The sign is that it says, as the person who has been morbidly obese for my life, 476 pounds 15 years ago, this has a whole lot of issues. First, while Ozempic can help weight loss, it's no magic cure. It's basically to help, but many people struggle with it because they expect to do the weight loss for them, blah, blah, blah. When people who lose weight is really high have some sort of mental health issues, many times related to trauma. It needs to be addressed to deal with weight loss successfully. Normalizes the belief that the morbidly obese people cannot be of value to society. I mean, you can't. If you eat that much fried chicken, you cannot be of value to society. I need one from being obese due to overworking. That's not how that works. How about free Ozempic in general? No. How about we don't give enormous Dutch pharmaceutical companies infinite money? Would be nice to see that money used on UBI instead. How about no? How about all medicines be free? How about no? How about all forms of healthcare be free? How about no? I do not want to pay for you to live. If you cannot pay for yourself to live, you should die. I do not want to pay a single dollar for anyone in this world to continue existing who cannot finance their own existence. If you cannot afford to live, you do not deserve to live. This is how life should work. Either contribute something that somebody wants to pay for or die. As a lifelong labor voter and National Union of Teachers activist in my younger days, I never thought I'd live to see a day where the Labor Party would out-Tory the Tories. Otempa, I don't know what that means. The capitalist system treats its workers the same way you would treat a workhorse. You rest a horse not because you think it deserves rest, but because a rented horse is a much more productive horse. A healthy worker is more a productive worker. It's true. In return for the pharmaceutical company having unrestricted access to NHS data. I mean, as if they don't already. Yeah, your country sells the location of every television ever sold. You think that the pharmaceutical data is somehow off topic. And finally, a pedophile subreddit was banned on Reddit. The background of this is that a guy called Ask a Pedophile, or created a subreddit called Ask a Pedophile, where he thought he would evangelize for the cause of fucking kids. He explained that he was sexually attracted to kids, that he masturbated to child pornography, and he welcomed Redditors with open arms to ask him questions about his sexual paraphilia. People bombed the subreddit, told him to kill himself, and then Reddit banned his subreddit. Just a normal day on Reddit. It's also I think it's kind of amazing that he thought that would work. Like, okay, they did react in the way you would hope, but he did think it would work. So that's where Reddit's at this point. Okay. Oh god. I've somehow activated the spooky music of our drama. That's the music from that fucking horror show in the 70s. This is gonna give me copyright struck if I play that. Okay, before I do the emergency content, I would like to sign off on something. I took a trip recently. I went to a very beautiful place. I will tell you no details about this, but rest assured, picture abject beauty in your mind. Pure objective beauty. Imagine that you took out your Google 7 Pro Pixel camera. Let me get the actual name of this camera so I can fucking pull out my phone. Just like I have in my hand right now. I went to my camera. What is the name of this? It's a Pixel 7 Pro. I got it right. You take out your handy trusty Pixel 7 Pro that you paid like $800 fucking for when it was new. And you point your Pixel 7 Pro at the most abject beauty thing that you've ever seen ever. That your eyes have beheld and that your eyes cherish and that your brain still to this day cherishes as a memory. And you take a picture of it. And then it looks nice, the picture. And you go to upload it. And it desaturates in your fucking hands. Something happens, some post-process kicks in, and your photo fucking desaturates. The color literally drains from it, like how a person would lose color in their face if they got decapitated or gutted, like seppuku'd. And I'm just looking at this nasty, disgusting mockery of my photo that I took. And I tried everything to fix it. I even turned on just in case. I took the raws and I played with the saturation, and every photo I took was bad. And so I went online and I looked into this, and it's all the Redditors I saw that were talking about this said, "Oh, the issue is that the Pixel 7 camera sucks. You should buy a Samsung next time." And I don't trust that. So here's my, as I like to do during my streams, I like to agitate my audience into contacting me or posting something. I'm participating in the photography discussions on the Kiwi Farms. I have been looking at cameras, and there's no fucking way I can justify the expense of like an actual camera. Because I did some deep dive, and I decided that I liked the pictures of something called, I think it's Pentamax. It's like an old Japanese brand, and they make a DSLR. And their pictures just look great, but it only records at like 1080p, and the videos are just awful from it. But the pictures are amazing. Okay, fucker, listen here. I did not want to support a Japanese company regardless. Guess what? Every single company that makes cameras in this in the world right now, all of them, every single one. There's not even a fucking Korean one. All of them are Japanese. The only exception that I found is some company called Leica. And if you want to get a fucking Leica camera, you better go to the Hollywood Hills with a gun, and you might just start shooting people and stealing their jewelry so that you can sell it to afford one of these fucking cameras. They're not like technically any more superior than like the Canon or Sony ones, but they're like they start at like $6,000 for an actual camera body, and that's before you even look at the lenses for these fucking things. So if you want to send me a Leica camera, go for it. I'll take it. But every other company that exists, and they're made in Germany, by the way, they were a West German company, but now they're a German company, and all the other camera companies are in Japan. So, as I was saying, I was looking at it, and like the whole topic of cameras like frustrated me for many reasons. Because number one, I know I'm not going to carry around a full size fucking camera with me. Like if I buy like a mirrorless or something, there's no way they're big. They're really big. You can't carry them, or they don't fit flat. And then if you want like a compact camera, they look like shit, and they cost a lot, and you can't really. I don't know. I can't justify it. I can't justify the expense. And that thing made me sad for some reason. Because I was looking into it and I'm like, dude, I could buy these fancy cameras. And then I was thinking about like how streamers buy these cameras and all this shit. And I was like, I can't show people, I can't even justify this expense for this camera that I want. Because I can't show people where I go. I can't show people what I do. I can't show people I can't like live stream myself. I can't go on trips and show people because like trannies and fucking psychopaths will try to ruin everything that I like. And it made me really depressed because it's just like I'm in like a self-imposed isolation. I can't even show people because people assume that I'm like locked up and I don't do anything. And I do all sorts of shit. And I literally can't tell anybody anything that I do. And I'm like the only person in the entire fucking world who's like imposed in this. Like normal people either work a job that's like a normal job, and then they go out with like their circle of friends or whatever and do shit that way, and that's like rewarding in itself. But then like most people in my position that have an audience, they share what they do, and it's rewarding. And I don't know. I just wish I could like show people shit that I do. Yeah, parasocial North Korea. That's right. That's correct. Photography for the sake of photography, especially in nature, can be really rewarding. I don't know. I was like, if I ever want to record anything, then if you want like a combination good recording and good photography camera, those are like expensive. They start at like $2,000. I can't justify them. I'm saving every penny that I can right now. And so I have money when I go back to the US, and I can't justify a $2,000 asset expense right now. Dude, they don't have to go to Serbia. That's the thing. People like trannies won't go to Serbia. Number one, I have seen people posting about it, like trying to find me in Serbia. Number two, they don't have to. If you get doxxed, if I got doxxed right now, what do you think would happen? You wouldn't even need to visit. People would go and find out where I live, and then they would go to every person that lives next to me, every person that lives in an apartment building, every person that lives adjacent to me, every business in the area, and they would send a picture of me, and they would say, this guy rapes kids to death. And it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to have any evidence. It doesn't have to say anything besides that. And that's enough to cause serious fucking issues that I don't want to deal with. So there's a big fucking problem when you are demonized as a non-human that nobody can do any wrong against because you're inherently objectively evil, and people can rationalize doing whatever the fuck they want. It is. It's difficult. It's difficult being the top dog because people go after you. And you don't even really have the, like, if I had the resources, I could do whatever the fuck I want, but I don't have the resources to do whatever the fuck I want. Just how it goes. So I don't know. The whole, like, I got into this whole, like, rabbit hole of, like, researching cameras for, like, hours and hours and hours yesterday. And I just, it really bummed me out. Somebody said, I literally cannot leave the house without seeing a troon or a pooner. It's so much worse when you go into Central Europe. But it's bad. It's bad. Like, you see people walking around in public, and you're just like, you're like a freak. Why the fuck are you out in public? But it's just normal now that people look like this and they act like this. What camera are you looking for? Purpose? Mostly people in nature. Because what I was looking at was a natural thing. I climbed up very high, and it was very pretty. And I went to take a picture, and it was a lot of effort to get there. And then when I got there, it was very pretty. It was an excellent happenstance time. And I'm just like, oh, the pictures all suck. It's true, I exercised for my photo, and I didn't get to capture what I saw. Tons of pooners, not as many troons, but the ones who are very low effort. Dude, it's they must come out at night, because if you ever walk around like in a city, like in Europe, you see all these little Antifa stickers on everything. And it just makes I never see anybody putting them up, but they're everywhere. It's sort of like a weird thing in European cities where people just like put stickers up fucking all over the place. But I never see anybody doing it. So I imagine the troons scurry out at night and they put up all their stickers. Isn't it safe to show photos of places that you've traveled to, though? Like places you've gone once that are not so close to you? Yes, theoretically. But yeah, I don't know. I've thought about that. But then it's like I'm traveling for the sake of it. Whereas usually what I want to take a picture of is near me, or I'm there for a while. I don't usually just travel. I don't know. And I'm always like apprehensive about sharing anything, because you never know how shit can bite you in the ass. You release something that you think is innocuous, and then somebody puts in 100 hours to like track it down, and then they find like a Facebook photo that has like a you in it for no reason, and you're just like, okay. It's just a pain in the ass. Oh well. If you, I don't know, I don't want to ask for people's camera equipment, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know, if you have any ideas, let me know. I guess I should just get one that is like a compact and not worry about getting something too expensive, because I literally just can't justify it. If people want to send one, fuck it. Yeah, but I want something I'm actually going to use is the issue. And then there's like the Pentax one that I really liked. The video on that sucked, but the pictures were really great. And the thing is that they don't make cameras anymore. Like they've been completely destroyed by Canon and not Kodak, the other one, Nikon. It's like if I bought the one that I really wanted, number one, I can't use it for videos because the fucking phone is better for it than for videos than for that. And then you're stuck with camera equipment that you can't swap because they all have like their closed ecosystem camera filter lenses and shit. And if you buy a $1,000 lens for Pentax, you can't then use it for Nikon. So it's like kind of feel compelled, like, okay, I might as well just get a Canon then, or I might as well get a Nikon, because if I try to get something weird, I'm gonna regret it when I can't. If someone even gave me like a Leica camera, like I can't afford the lenses. It's a nightmare. Ask Sam Hyde and spend 20,000. What will you do when people show them the photos you post and not care? I guess. I don't know, my photos would be amazing, of course. Don't ask Sam Hyde. You can use the lenses. They have adapters, but there's a lot that goes into it that you aren't going to do. Point and shoot is probably the best way. That's what I thought. But that's like, I don't know. If I'm going to buy like a $1,000 point and shoot camera, maybe I should just upgrade to the latest Samsung Galaxy S24 or whatever the fuck, and get the Samsung that all the fucking Redditors said. And then my core problem is fixed. I don't have another accessory to tote around. Like, is a compact camera any more expensive than what it would cost us to upgrade the phone? Probably not. Do I know anything about photography? No. I know that you take pictures of things. a phone can't replicate a camera, but if it's the compact, it's the same fucking size, right? I have an S24 Ultra. The camera is really good. Gondola is telling me what I've already believed. Buy an old compact. I should buy a Pentax K1000 and use film. Then I would be really, really trendy. I would be really hip. All my film develops would be on TikTok. Everyone would respect me. Okay, I will do the super chats. If you have any input on cameras, there's a thread that I've been posting. You can go find it. Send me your long email about why I should never, ever, ever, ever buy a Fuji, because Fuji has the worst color profile. DSLRs are going to be way too much for you unless you're a pro or semi-pro. You don't need something like a Sony A7 or whatever. Film cameras are a meme. Look, just fill me in on the thread. Register to the site. Register to my forum and post there. Okay, where is... Oh, I don't have the fucking thing open. I'm a fucking retard. Buzz Ridge. Oh, so now I can't... Oh, wait. Oh, it does work. Okay, great. Buzz... Wait, no. Buzz Ridge. Oh, that one doesn't work specifically. Buzz Burridge for 5 says, have you listened to Pendulum side project Knife Party? I recommend the song 404. I have heard that before, but I don't know that song in particular. I might have heard it. I can't say. Joa Jovi for 5 says, been loving the Dust Bowl streams. Miss your old gaming content. I'm glad someone's enjoying Dust Bowl. Think you're maybe the only person in the entire world. Farmer Fletcher for 1 says, have pizza day. Oh, thank you, bro. I'm so hungry. You have no idea. I've not eaten today. Hungry maxed. Stalker Child Enjoy Prison for 10 says, well, don't worry, Chuck. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to be the first woman president with how woke your party is. Trump making troon jokes. That's my prez. Oh, is that what he said? I didn't know that. That's funny. Bridge Magnet for 10 says, hey, hello, Josh. This is a Reddit post you'll find interesting. Read it if you want to. Happy Pizza Day. Is this the guy that loses his desire to be a woman when he cuts off his penis? Female to male, dysphoria in reverse, urges to become a woman, but this is very long. I don't understand. I want to be pretty. I want to be a beautiful woman, graceful, a feminine feel that other people pick up to. I want to be gendered as a woman by the people around me, but I want to feel like a man on the inside. I tried HRT a couple weeks ago with breaks in between that likely messed up my hormone levels. I mean, this is just a very confused woman that probably got molested. I'm going to be real with you. Let's see. Sorry, I don't have much more comment on that because it's just like, yeah, you want to be a woman, but you also don't want to be treated like a woman. I got you. Thank you. Kurt Eichenwald, Anime Masturbator for 5 says, Glorious Kiwi Emperor, if you are on time, are you also heterosexual? If so, that's the same. Don't be gay, bro. Bunker Asking for 3 says, who cares? Laugh, cry, be happy. Singer's gonna sing it. It's true. I've always been the outlier. I've always had to fight for my rights. Space Allen for 20 says, Ham Jam. Thank you, Space Allen. I appreciate it. Humble Guardsman for 1 says, PSA, clean your dishes. My dishes are clean. Thank you. And let's check it to Asmongold. Hell yeah for 5 says, can you give a brief lecture on the Weimar Republic? I don't think I can trust Wikipedia on this one. Germany became a republic, and then it was a den of filth and sodomy. They devalued their currency. They went bankrupt, and it allowed socialism to take root, and the threat of socialism and the Soviet Union is what gave the NSDAP its rise. There was also stochastic terrorism and political violence that people didn't like, so they supported the police state. The Horse Speeder for 1 says, no, Stalker Child, you will not enjoy yourself showing it by making action of making repetitive noises of enjoyment. Enjoy not your frowned. I think that's another comment on laughing. Thank you. DB Deluxe. Wait, no, I read that wrong. What's up here? Volpinator for 9 says, laugh and the world laughs with you, Sneed, and you Sneed alone. Happy Pizza Day. That is true. That is a very factual statement. Thank you. Ballistic Characteristic for 20 says, great show. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Banana Plugs for 1 says, happy pizza to Josh, my favorite non-Slav always, but keep the licorice stuff for yourself. That's wild. Nah, bro. You just gotta warm up to it. You gotta give it a chance. PB Deluxe for 2 says, please help Josh. Bought 200 in candy for the trick-or-treaters and I can't stop gorging. Please, Josh, I don't want to become PPP. I need your expert diet advice. Just don't eat all your candy, bro. Put it somewhere out of sight, out of mind. The big thing with dieting, when you diet super hard, you got to remember that when you get like a craving, if you just ignore it for a little while, it goes away. You can fight it for like 1 minute, you'll forget about it, and then move on. Gormless Wonder for 10 says, Josh's reaction whenever someone sends him a YouTube link. One of the main reasons I don't like YouTube links is that they take like 30 seconds to open.
Guess what? I've named a boil on my ass after you. It too bothers me every time I sit down.
That's rude. I can't believe he would say that. Thank you. I guess that's the thing if you like open the trade window too much. Gormless Wonder for 2 says, oh my god, dude, Gamba Sesh on the Rogue encampment. Geeds, Plead, and Sneed, formerly words. Flirt and snert? That doesn't work. Nice try, though. The Horse Beater for 1 says, dear Jurge of the Moon, I write you with most displeased and regret. A regretful notice beginning of your internet podcast of today's episode misses iconic Hamster news segment. Disgraceful. It's true, I did forget. Sorry. Holy Owl for 5 says, I hope you are having a good day, Josh. My neighbor always keep up the base work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Red Eyes Black Dragon for 5 says, hey Josh, do you ever have any stories? Specifically, do you have a story with a googly-eyed coworker? Thanks. I don't remember anybody that was cross-eyed, but there was one guy that was on cocaine, and then there was one girl that was like in her 40s, and she was a drug addict, or had been a drug addict, and she had a daughter that was my age that also started working at the Whataburger. And she was really cute, but she was like filled with utter fucking contempt for working there. Like the fact that her mom made her get a job, like, and she was kind of mean about it because she was like, I can't wait to see my daughter change the trash bags, and kind of like was being snide and mean about forcing her to clean out the trash bags and shit. And I was just like, that's kind of mean. So I could never talk to her because she was so fucking angry just continuously, and she was only there right at the time I left too. So. Love to Spooge 1 says, shout out to my favorite contributor, Dylan Brookover. I'm not clicking that. Kurt04 for 5 says, don't let the chat get you down. Keep laughing, Josh. Channel your inner Dick Masterson. Just make sure you thought it back once you feel the urge to don a Cal suit. You all must fight the urge to be an acker. Because I always remember that Dick said, if you laugh at your own jokes, it's probably not that funny. And now he laughs at every single thing that's said on his podcast, as he has declined. Saxon Bear for 10 says, I identify as a trans convenient. I am trans in any way that suits my current goals. Eerily similar to regular trans. Yeah, I mean, I can see that working out for you. Thank you. Select the username for 20 says, you mocked New York for not previously using garbage cans, but garbage bags are much faster. They can be piled up and quickly thrown into a truck, important where space is limited and traffic is high. Yeah, they also fucking stink and get rats in them. What kind of fucking reply is that? I'm walking into piles of garbage. There's rats, little ratatouille rats scurrying around eating all the fucking garbage. I live in a fucking trash pile. I live in a fucking island made of fucking trash. I'm walking here. Yeah, fuck you. Loves to Spooge 1 says, shout out to Crackhead Joey and Tomorrow. I'm still not clicking that. Holy Hell for 2 says, you're right about the Japs. They seem to believe that it's illegal to repost artwork without artist permission and get extremely pissy about it on Twitter. I've noticed complete subhumans to BH. They have no concept of freedom. They have no concept of freedom whatsoever. All the nips with Peter Pan syndrome wanted to move to Japan are like, Ho ho, I will live in Japan and I will be respected as Bakugaijin in Japan. Like, no, they'll look at you and see white rapist colonizer that raped the fuck out of them in the 1940s, and then they'll hate your fucking kids because they'll look white, or they'll look completely Japanese and they won't look like you, or they'll look white and they'll hate them anyways. They don't have any fucking guns. If you want to buy 10 acres in Hokkaido, it's going to cost you $1.5 million. They literally don't have freedom of speech. They don't have fair use. They have criminal copyright laws. It's like they're an anti-free thought society. But they don't have black people, Josh. Well, you know what? Neither does the fucking moon. Zint Suppa for 5 says, put on Hamtaro, dumb stalker child pizza bitch. Sorry, I did forget. Figgy Dumb Divvy for 10 says, Jerish, from the bottom of my heart, please play Deadlock. If you're obsessed with Dota 2 and you like TF2, just play it, bro, please. Also, so keen for Viking Halloween Kiwi Jumper to arrive. God bless. Yeah, they are. I think there might be actions in that regard with the shipping so far. I got a lot of the shipping stuff done, so hopefully the orders, I can import them next week and get them going out next week. That would be really nice so they can arrive by Halloween. I have no interest in Deadlock, and I honestly hate it as a concept. I have access to it, but Deadlock directly competes with Valve's other 2 games that people still play. People still play Team Fortress 2, and they still play Dota 2, and people have put a lot of time and a lot of money into learning those games, and Valve has merged them together to create a new product that doesn't have any cosmetics, that people are naturally going to want to play, because it's, and it's going to come at the cost of both Dota and Team Fortress 2. So it kind of seems like a really big insult to their extant communities. I don't like the idea of it. Thank you. And I don't like farming is the most boring part of fucking Dota, and I can't imagine farming while having to actually aim to kill shit is somehow more fun. Like, it's boring enough right-clicking something and then scratching your chin and watching your character punch something to death over and over again for half an hour when you're behind. I don't know how the fuck manually having to headshot little retards to get gold is going to be an improvement on that system. Vordier for 2 says, you may not have been late to the hamster, but the hamster was, which is worse if you think about it. Thanks, bro. Very rude. Let me sit on your face, Josh, for 1 says, let me be your surrogate, Josh Gross. The horse speeder for 1 says, dear Jerish of the Earth's natural celestial satellite, the surrogacy process described by you in today's episode, that the internet process is simply demonic. You're sincerely a stallion slayer. It is true. That is demonic. News Hammy 69 for 2 says, what's the difference between a hamster and a mouse? You can't connect a hamster to a computer. That's true. You can't. Thank you. Foxes for 5 says, we was squeeds and she big nude squigga. She. That's right. We was squeeds. White people didn't have any Squid Games before we was involved in shit. Chloe Dante for 10 says, mods banned this guy. Just wanted to threaten to kill a Japanese artist. Have a good chimp out. Dog whimper. Whoo. Whoo. That's true. Shit, they whitewashing, that's illegal, but when we blackwash and shit, that's basically us spreading our melanin and our love and mother guy connection to the white folk who don't have no soul. Thank you. Let me sit in your face, Josh, for 1 says, that's gross. Forest Man says, Splatoon fan artist, the one of the Japanese fellow who draws short comic strips in a fashion similar to Stone Toss. For a Nippon person, he is very base. That's good to hear. Stephen Rith for 2 says, last Tuesday you could have described how attractive Elijah von Rijvik was without sounding like an unfunny homo. It was conventionally attractive male. What do you want me to say? Stino for 1 says, Fatrick is injecting the weeds. It's true. He's already lost. He'll be doing Crackarooski before the end of the year. Sergeant Wizard Fist for 10 says, hello, Jersh. I love Halloween season, but I always feel like it could be more fun, but never know what to do. Also, do you get this predicament? No, I love Halloween and it's very fun. Sorry that I enjoy my fall so much, bro. Thank you. David S877 for 11 says, I have no idea what people are talking about with your laughing. And then there's a link to the Mount the Internet thread. Let's see what it is. Probably me laughing. I have a feeling. Alas, you've linked to the Kiwi Farms, my boy.
It could be worth a fortune.
Dude.
Anyway.
Oh, yes, I see you down there.
I don't think
Ooh.
Siggy's changing their mind.
Dude. This is the best part of the entire game, in case you're wondering. Thank you. Sneedo for once says, no, Stalker, I will try this fentanyl to own you all. Enjoy a sober prison. That's true. He should do the Fenty. If he does a little Fenty, he'll be all fixed up. He'll be normal. Good luck 7 for 5 says, took me 3 tries to get high the first time. Yeah, it does take a second. I agree. I didn't feel anything the first time. I even went out to like a sushi bar or whatever, and I wasn't even hungry. Gormless Wonder for 10 says, leaked audio of Tomlinson preparing to get high. Okay. That's I've never told that story before. When I was in community college, I had a guy that was next to me that was like a jock type, and he couldn't, it was like a really boring fucking class about Microsoft Office or something, and he could not give less of a shit. So he offered to get me high if I helped him with a project. And so he said he didn't give a fuck about it at all and just let me come up with it. So we were supposed to do like a PowerPoint presentation about an actor or whatever, like any kind of entertainer and musician. So I gave him like Ariana Grande, I think it was Justin Bieber. I did like a super like cute pink slideshow about how dreamy Justin Bieber was, and I thought that he would be really embarrassed going up because he didn't even want to look at it until it was time to present, because I wrote all the notes and shit in the fucking PowerPoints thing, and he nailed it. He completely nailed it. He went up there and he just read everything that I said to read and said how great Justin Bieber was and how he played like a billion different instruments and was just like such a great singer. And he just went up there and like effortlessly just fucking nailed this presentation I put together. And then we went out and did weed. I don't think I've told many of my stories many times, but I don't think I've ever mentioned that one. Okay, what was this? Apparently this is another Diablo quote. I think this guy's cycling to see which game he wants to quote now.
I'm gonna find the largest bowl of gnarled weed and smoke till all earthly sense has left my body.
That sounds like a plan. Thank you. Asian Tech Support for 5 says, hi, dude. Hey, dude. What's up, dude? Nikotioto for 50 says, hey, Josh. First time I got to see you live because I always work. Probably will miss the rest of the stream because I'm taking my rabbits to the vet. Well, that's sad. Then he links to a Twitter thing. Okay, let's see this. This is rabbit lover community. So true. What people think it's like to owning a bunny, and then he's petting a very nice, cute, soft bunny. And then what it's actually like, and it's just bunnies fucking shit up. Yeah, I mean they're kind of like feral rodents. But if they're cute, enjoy your bunny. Sorry to hear that they're sick, though. Colts for 5 says, how come you don't recommend BleachBit in your software endorsement thread? I'm unsure if its efficacy for SSDs, but it worked for Hillary Clinton on her HDDs. It's probably recommended in the privacyguides.org or whatever, in terms of like encrypted deletion. That works. There's various things that do what that does. It doesn't have to be specifically BleachBit. Kotod for 5 says, please read the next super chat in your heckin' Fagarino voice. Love the show. Have a good weekend. Thanks, you too. Bordiera for 5, the Twitch streamers are the most pathetic people on the planet. Though true queen play. Sneedo for 1 says, you think the fag Hassan and his fans see that the farms also fuck the mud slimes? I agree. I don't know. Hassan's too rich to really care about anything besides making more money. Barrett's Legius Privateer for 5 says, you should make a Kiwi Farms flag and sell for a merch run. That's kind of a weird idea. I don't know. Like, I like selling things people can actually use. Clothes you can wear. The Horse Beater for 1 says, Dear Josh, I write you with an important question about the persona known to you as Asmongold. My inquiry is here, roach or not. Can he be categorized in the same species of humanoid of the name Hassan? No. He's like fetid and rotten, but he's not a cockroach. Cockroaches eat him. There's a cockroach in his brain that controls what he does and says. Carnova for 5 says, Josh, what's the better game, Dustborn or Life is Strange? Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi. Dustborn for sure. Life is Strange is very boring. Though Dustborn is like really slowing down. The first 2 episodes were like 1,000 times better than the middle ones. Hopefully the end is better. Bunker Housing for 5 says, with Life is Strange, it's literally boring as fuck the entire fucking game until you get to the end of the chapter, and then something crazy happens, but then the very beginning of the next chapter is the most boring fucking shit you can imagine. Dustborn has a little bit more meat to it than that. Bunker Housing for 5 says, do not forget the Styx content, disregard if you've already discussed it. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. If this happened like right before the stream, I didn't see it. The president of Nintendo for 5 says, I've enjoyed your Dustborn playthrough so far. It's really fun watching you get very close and friendly relationship with side develop. Fuck you. There's a thing where I keep trying to offend this fat retard Muslim in the game, but everything I do to try to piss her off just makes her like me more. So she has like a fetish for being ignored or bullied. Romberger for 2 says, what are your thoughts on Kino Casino having a first week of great costume changes for Halloween, then them being burnt out of content and taking another week off? I don't really have opinions on that. I watch Kino Casino clips sometimes on YouTube when I don't have anything else to watch. Their costumes are pretty good, though. Red Eyes Black Dragon for 1 says, come on, let's play some Elden Ring Jersh. I have 0 interest. Bunker Housing for 3 says, give us the emergency content poll. We have been good boys. No, I keep my emergency content close to heart. Sneedo for 1 says, cha-ching, Josh, cha-ching. And then there is an X link. Okay, so I'll take 10 minutes to open this link. Just in, silver reaches 33 per ounce, its highest in over a decade. Yeah, gold's up too, as well. Gold's up to like 2,600. Bunker Housing for 3 says, maybe Satisfactorio. Check out Death Stranding. Also, it is not only a walking simulator, but it is pretentious. I have played a lot of Satisfactory, but I've never gotten all the way through it. Because at a certain point, the components they request are just like so outlandish that it's like I get annoyed by what they want me to contort my conveyors into. I'm just like, eh. Romberger for 2 says, tell us where you went on vacation. I've tried combing time traveling with doxing before. I need to go back and fix the timeline, sending you pizza so that Kamala doesn't get elected. No, I'll not tell you anything. Stalker child. Shuskis 2 for 2 says, Cruelty Squad is a good game for the last 5 years. You should get it right up your alley, Josh. It's the weird game where everything looks like fucking sewage. I know what you're talking about. Dear Joshua, it's your stalker child who requests the emote of Austin C, aka Bossman Jack. Enjoy picture. Okay, let's see. Okay, this looks accurate. Okay, give me a second. Go to the creator dashboard. And then go to community and then emotes. And then I can add it as emote. Where did I download? There it is. Please choose a square image. It has to be a square image. I don't know how you could possibly even make that square, but unless you like cut off his pinky or something. That sucks. I'll fuck with that later. Thank you. Stindo for 1 says, Josh is going to finance a Leica Civic. I'm gonna gamba it. Yeah, for sure. Bossman lost like 5 Leicas in that fucking gambling stream. If only. Hamster for 10 says, have some money to follow your camster camera having dreams. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will probably just save this economically instead, but I appreciate it. Ace of Speds for 10 says, maybe get something like this. It has a Leica lens and it won't give you super high def, but it's good enough for your average viewer. And then there is a Panasonic. I mean, I would really recommend if you want me to like actually consider it to post in the in the photography thread. It's very cheap though for what it is. See, it's I don't know. People told me that it only has 20 megapixels, but apparently that's more than enough. Like the Samsung S24 says it has 300 megapixels, so I don't know what the fuck that means. That's like 100 times more than most cameras. It confuses me and angers me to try and figure out what camera to buy. Thank you though. That does seem in my range for what I want, especially as a compact. Foxes for 5 says, for the camera fund. Thank you. Coco for 2 says, just go full Alfarius. Throw out false leads. Have friends around the world also send you pictures. While Josh is in Hong Kong, Atlanta, Toronto, La Paz, Kiev, and Johannesburg at the same time. That's what I should do. I'll get everybody to buy the same expensive camera, too, so it looks accurate. The Horse Beater for 1 says, Dear Josh, as you and all the people on Earth know, there is no business to listen to about the facts of life, but I found it necessary to thank you. I just had to learn and drive real choo-choo trains. Congrats, bro. Congrats on the trainage. Crispy Legs for 10 says, Happy Friday, and then there's 2 emotes with the party. Thank you. Happy Friday to you, too. Happy Pizza Day. Easy Deasy for $20 says, I found out today I'm going back to school for a second degree that will be entirely funded by my job. Please accept a small piece of my gratitude and absolute self-satisfaction. Congrats. Going to school sounds like it would be the worst fucking thing ever, but if you're happy, I'm happy. Congrats, bro. The false copy of Thunder for 1 says, contrary to what certain cringe Jupiters may think you feel, rest assured that Warhammer 40k is really cool. Actually kind of cool. Okay, I will take your word for it. Kadu for 5 says, did Eddie send the check for the gift sleds on your Dustborn stream? Last stream, it was still up in there. I still don't know what's going on with that. If you want to subscribe on the Kick, just know it's kind of not certain where that goes. Almost Wonderful 1 says, oh dude, I imported your salmiakki or whatever and it was awesome. Good recommendation. Dude, I'm telling everybody. I'm telling the good word of licorice. Cyberchud 2013 for 5 says, can you unban me from Kick Chat, please? Ray Pizza Overlord. Email me your username. I don't know how you get banned. Ice Mexican for 5 says, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? Tentacles. That doesn't even sound close, bro. Whatever joke site you got that from, you should burn it. Verdier for 5 says, I think that beautiful things I see belong to my memory alone. Even good pictures don't do it justice. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad, though. I've gone on so many trips and I had literally no pictures of some entire countries that I visited because I just didn't take any pictures of anything. I just visited. I'm kind of a bad tourist, I guess. Bunker Housing for 2 says, Styx had the shakes and wanted a Notarizu publicus to visit him. It was hilarious. Oh, a public notary. Yeah, I kind of heard about that, but I didn't look into it. He seems to be at risk of losing his gun. It was in the community thread. Hilarious. Well, I mean, if he is red flag as a domestic abuser, yeah, they will fucking take his guns for real. Sucks to sucks. Don't throw your fucking phone at random people, I guess. Ace of Speds for 5 says, Road 96 is a brilliant game released in 21. Also, Mustard rules. Mustard does rule. I've never heard of Road 26. I haven't, not even casually have I heard of this game. Coyante for 10 says, what with conveyor belt games, it helps to produce the intermediate components at the mines and run those to your factory area rather than doing all the processing in one place. Less retrofitting later. I mean, that's what I do. What I usually do is I pump everything out into the processors and then I set out those feeds to go to the middle ones, and then they also dump into a cargo crate, and then I conveyor them out. But it's still like a huge pain in the ass. Stephen Rith for 2 says, Turkey Cuck went after small edgy channels for saying the N-word and not supporting woke agenda. Sad and pathetic. I'm telling you, bro, they yanked the chain. So you like your yellow Lamborghini? You like doing weird shit? You like having young, impressionable girls with low IQs send you titty pictures because you asked for them? You like cheating on your girlfriend without consequence? Toe the line. And he looked upon the mustachioed man and said, I truly love current thing. I kind of get the shuck and jive to just stay on the good side, but there's a limit to how much shucking and jiving I'll tolerate. Then the horse beater for 1 says, are you kidding? Square for emote. Okay, here. Okay, let's see it. Maybe I can get this in. Yeah, it is kind of cut off the pinky, but I think you don't have a choice with that because it's the only other option would be to just add negative space above. It's not letting me. I have to refresh. Not too bad. Oh, I do a... Dude, Kick's fucking... I'm so sick of having to refresh Kick constantly. It just breaks all the fucking time because of the Cloudflare thing. Like, I'm sorry I'm using a fucking VPN, but I'm not turning it off. Okay, now it's in. You have to refresh the chat, too, for the emote to work? There we go. Oh, it even works on the overlay. Nice. Great. Excellent. Yeah, if you add a negative space, it would be too small to understand what the fuck it is. That works great, though. Awesome. And then, Haramarger for 2 says, the Kino method of American travel memory making is not taking pictures. It's getting a refrigerator magnet for each state you go to. Either that or a thimble. I got thimbles from my grandmother. She collected really weird looking thimbles. The Horse Beater for 1 says, nice show, by the way. Have a great weekend, Josh. Thank you. You too. Bunker Housing for 3 says, you missed one chat for me about games. Also, your parallel of Asmongold to 1984 was actually very good. Check out Satisfactory. It is chill. I played Satisfactory, bro. Don't worry. I played it. And yes, I know it was funny. That's why I did it. Thank you. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys on the weekend, actually. And on that note, I'm going to replay a song, but Asmongold's apology really has inspired me to play this one more time. So, last time I played it because it was new. This time I'm playing it because I have a special purpose for it. See you guys tomorrow. If you're going to watch the game stream, take it easy. Bye-bye.
All you gotta do is cry and apologize. All they want from you is to apologize. Head down to the ground, dust to the sky. Kiss the ring quick now and say it twice. Quite the scene you've made, do you feel pride? Everybody stop to watching you all lies. Speak the words, sing them loud and say them right. Now rise, it's time to apologize. Take back all the lies and apologize. Put the cringe online, think I wouldn't mind. Down bad so you're mad in the replies. Did it all for the clout and the quick likes. Every sneeze you sow will reap thrice. Max Cook doing damage to your hairline. Take it back, there's a chance if you do it right. Now rise, it's time to apologize. All your lies, look me in the eyes, now and mean it. Feel it, I don't believe it. Get down on your knees now and scream it. Apologize for all your crimes, look me in the eyes, now and mean it. Scream it, I don't believe it. On your hands and knees till you're breathing. Apologize for all your ties, look me in the eyes, no believing. You're bleeding, I don't believe it. Get down on your knees now and please it. I fixed on the screen, you'll see what we need. No heart to complete, repeat after me. I fixed on the screen, you'll see what we see. No heart to complete, repeat after me. Now make amends for the shit you said, but you never meant. Too late to say it was all pretend. Save face and take it on the chin. Maybe then we'll let you back in. Don't forget the truth always wins. All your sins round your neck, tighten in.